Yeah! Woo!
Oh my God.
Happy Monday to those who celebrate. Well, it's Monday for me. It's Big Rich, TD, and Fletch.
Woo!
And we're back. It's a Thursday. The point is, we're back.
Yes! God, that felt so good.
Oh God. We did it.
We did it.
We spanned the cavern that was July in our vacation schedules. A grueling mismatch of shapes and spaces and people.
Our boss quit in the middle of it.
Our boss is gone. The rules have gone out the windows. Twitter is X. The Padres are good.
Woo!
Mass hysteria.
Football's back.
Football's back.
Ba-da-da-ba-da-da.
Hit the horns, Benny. Hit the horns.
Oh, the boys are back.
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's
that
fine.
works. That works for me.
Oh, I could cruise right into it. I'll ride on this majestic like a jet ski on Lake Tahoe. We'll find the bodies.
Hey, Rich.
Good morning.
Hey, now
Ben.
we all fit into skinny frames.
Hey, wait.
Oh,
what?
yeah, wait. Well, yeah, on
'Cause I think we
the
lost some
trifecta.
weight.
Oh my
Man.
gosh, look at this.
Yeah, look at that. Why is the camera so close?
Yeah, the camera adds like 20 or 30 pounds for Travis.
I mean,
the rest of us, it's like a normal lens.
Head over to YouTube at Big Rich TD Fletch if you want to watch us. It's a reunion show. No guests, just the
gosh.
three of us because it's the first time we've been together in what? Is it a month?
It's got to be a month.
It's a month.
It's gotta be a month.
Yeah, a month. And also, no guest got back to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, same.
There was that
same.
too.
I turned on Wi-Fi on the plane and I sent out 3 text messages and then fell asleep watching 1883, which if you haven't watched that on
Hey, now.
Paramount
Oh, good
Plus,
show.
Yeah.
dude, did you watch all of it?
I've seen a lot of it.
Okay,
Mm.
okay.
I watched 9 out of 10 episodes.
Just waiting on that finale.
I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't finish it.
Oh, really?
I was upset.
About it ending?
Yes.
Oh.
No, not about the show ending, about how they were ending it.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Don't tell
Well,
me.
and I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's just it was like heartbreaking to me where I'm like, I can't even watch this.
Oh yeah, yeah. It doesn't. Let's put it this way: if you're watching it, it looks like it's heading in a bad
Yeah,
direction.
That's the one with Tim
And
McGraw,
it
right?
makes it there. Yeah.
Tim McGraw and Sam Elliott.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I like that show.
And Faith Hill.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then I
she
don't-
all right?
she I
Mhm.
and the blonde girl, I don't know her name. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope she's over 18 as I say this.
Probably not.
That's a handsome woman.
I mean, I'm
Or
just
girl.
saying she's
Great.
a lovely human being.
And this is our last
Yeah.
show. And
That's
this
correct.
is our last show.
We're back and
unfortunately.
we're out.
And we're done.
I tried diligently to get someone from Mattel on.
Oh my gosh.
I wanted to talk Barbie movie.
Yeah, big
And-
things happening
yeah.
in the Mattel space right now.
Also, I don't know if you saw this. They're trying to hire a chief Uno player.
Yeah.
We could do that.
Well, since cornhole didn't really work out.
Actually,
I mean,
I've been watching a lot of cornhole, and I think I'm going to go to the junior
And
league.
don't say it hasn't worked out. We haven't even started.
Yeah.
I said
careers are
yet. I
just-
said yet.
Okay, good. Because we haven't even gotten started on our cornhole career.
So,
We have-
Rich, you've been gone, what, a week and 3 days? I think
yeah,
so.
yeah.
Mhm.
Since
Okay,
last,
You ready to have your
Monday.
mind blown?
Yeah. Let me hear it,
Aztecs, 23 days away.
dude. Yeah. August 26th, they kick off their season. Couldn't feel happier about that.
3 straight home games to start, all
The-
at Snapdragon Stadium.
The NFL is back
Mm,
as
tonight.
of tonight. We
Mhm.
have kickoff 5 p.m. Browns Jets.
Mrs. Wilson will be there.
Yeah.
Zach is starting. That's confirmed.
Goodness.
That is confirmed. That is confirmed.
And he's gonna be hunting cougars. He's back.
That's his mom.
No. She's not her necessarily, but her friends. They're not safe.
They're not safe. Although he does have a new girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who is okay,
She's alright.
as it turns out.
She's alright.
She is also can do.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I have been away for a while. So is there anything that happened that we haven't covered here in the first 5 minutes that I need to become aware of?
Trade deadline.
Trade deadline
Oh,
happened.
wait.
Juan Soto, Blake Snell, Josh Hader, all still Padres.
All Padres saw
Mhm.
that.
So you
Okay.
don't have to read up on any new closer, best hitter, or best pitcher.
They got rid of a guy named Jackson Wolf,
They
who
did.
made one start while I
Also,
was gone.
Ryan Weathers, Travis can't use his puns anymore.
Why?
Stormy weather.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they're on their way to Miami. So
And there's definitely inclement weather. in Miami.
but he's gone too.
Yeah.
They added Jimon Choi, who is going to be lefty off the bench.
Who's also, I believe, 77.
Yeah.
No, that's Rich Hill.
Oh,
Who is-
Rich Hill is back. Yeah.
Who is like the oldest
Word.
player in all of
He
baseball.
is-
Back in the
confirmed that
West, I
yesterday.
should
He's
say.
actually the oldest player in baseball
Good.
right now.
Good. We needed him.
But hey,
honestly,
they are-
just to gobble up some innings.
They are 2-0 in the Jimon Choi Rich Hill era.
That is true. Troy Hill 2024. I've been saying it the whole time.
AJ Preller is a GD
Well,
genius.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Oh, well, have they lost since the trade deadline?
Good
They played
point.
the
Oh,
Rockies
they haven't.
twice.
Good point. They had a whole bunch of home runs last night. So, like, can we just move the team to Colorado? I don't mean that in like the facetious way. I mean, like, can we just root for the Colorado Padres?
I'd rather be the Mexico City Padres.
Because they just
They hit a
go-
lot more
that's good,
homers
that's
there.
Good.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Good.
Just at altitude. Either that or go back to our original idea. Put Petco Park at 17,000 feet altitude.
All we need is an elevator.
Playing at
Right.
sea level it's like they're allergic to it.
Well, good, because they got
Which
the
is-
Dodgers for 4 at sea level over the next 4 days after day off today.
That's right. That's right.
Biggest 4 games of the season, easily.
Yeah,
They
dude,
got to be.
Friday is going to be nuts at the stadium. It's going to have that playoff feel, playoff atmosphere. You know, it's going to be sold out. It's going to be loud. It's going to be rowdy. And I mean, it's kind of a statement game.
Yeah.
I mean, and if they win, they're at 500. I mean, we haven't seen that since game 12.
One thing I haven't looked at is all right. So where are their standings in the wild card race?
I believe they're
Because-
4 games back.
Are they four back?
Four back.
Well,
Which
so-
they made up a game yesterday.
But there's like 7 teams all with very similar records, all vying for those 3 spots.
And I was looking at this end of last week, heading into the trade deadline, because I was having a discussion with somebody who's a Mets fan, and then also a discussion with somebody who's a Red Sox fan. So NL AL conversation kind of thing.
RIP to the Mets fan, by the way.
Oh my gosh, we'll get to that. But I had an epiphany. I was sitting here this whole time. All of us were. And when I say all of us, I don't just mean the 3 of us. I mean like all of San Diego together, very disappointed with the Padres all season long. And I realized it's like it was such a waste of energy.
Yeah, but are you saying
Yeah.
we shouldn't have been disappointed?
Well, here's the reason why. Because the NL this entire time has been so trash that the Padres are actually not that bad. Like it has been, I mean, my stomach has been in knots sometimes talking about this team and how they have so underwhelmed us all. But the only reason why they've underwhelmed us is because our expectations were for them to have the best record in Major League Baseball and be this team that was going to stomp all over the Dodgers this year and be crowned NL West champs and all these things. And which, by the way,
Those should
I'm
have been the expectations.
I'm not faulting us for those expectations. But then reality strikes and you're watching the season. And the fact of the matter is they've been pacing fine this whole time. Like going up to the trade deadline, I remember walking away from the microphone Friday 2 weeks ago thinking to myself, like, they're really not going to sell anyone. They're really going to invest.
Right.
And then a week later, I woke up and we're days away from the trade deadline. I'm like, oh, I get it. Because, 4 games back, 4.5 games back, that's catchable.
Well, what's incredible is 2 weeks ago, they were 8 games back.
Yeah.
They were 8 games back at one point. And you go, I mean, how are they going to make that up? Well, I mean, the teams above them aren't that great either. And they play each other. So one of those 2 teams is going to fall in some manner. And that's what's worked out here. And the Padres have gone 17-10 since July 1st.
And they need to just keep doing that.
Yeah, they do.
The teams in front of them, by the way,
Good advice.
in fact, they actually need to do better than that, right? With the math we did yesterday.
Yeah, they need to play. They need to be better than 660
Right.
baseball.
The teams in front of them.
Well, maybe that is true. Maybe
Because again, this is the point I'm making. This is the place we got to before the trade deadline that I'm trying my hardest not to get to before is because yes, you want them to be a 600 or a 700 ball club the rest of the way. I'm not saying I don't, but you also want other teams to stink. Like that's a factor in this whole equation too. Like they could very easily get into the postseason if just a couple of teams like last year kind of stink too. And then who knows? Because their run differential is unbelievable. They're only one of 4 teams in the NL altogether with a positive run differential.
Well, because
Plus 75, by the way.
when we're saying they need to play 660 ball, that's looking at 86, 87 wins.
Right.
They may not need 86 or 87 wins. They may need 82.
Yeah.
And that changes things up.
Yeah, but that's
Saving them
settling.
all for the
Listen,
postseason.
that is get degrees.
That is such a crappy mentality. That's letting them off easy because that's settling when this team should have been way better.
And you know what?
You're just
Just
okay
like-
with C's get degrees?
just like our wives.
Just like my wife and your wife, and Travis's wife. Sometimes settling. Well, you didn't get George Clooney, but you got a fat, gray-haired football player, hun.
All right, the teams,
welcome to the postseason.
the teams they will need to overtake that, Rich, yes, you're right. They're not good.
No.
Chicago Cubs, Arizona Diamondbacks, Milwaukee Brewers, Miami Marlins, Philadelphia Phillies, and the San Francisco Giants.
Dude, yeah. I mean, 3 out of the 5 teams you just mentioned, or 6 teams you mentioned, stink. Now, you could say the same thing about
Yeah,
the Padres, except, again, you look
Yeah,
at
except the Padres have a roster that shouldn't.
I know. Okay, you're okay.
I
I'm
understand your point, but it doesn't feel good.
I'm like, okay, so you're shining the flashlight forward, and it hurts more when you shine it in your eyes. But I'm asking you to do that right now. Lick the wrong end of the lollipop. Yeah, it's not as much fun, but it gives you a new perspective on life. This is a team of a bunch of heavily paid, underwhelming superstars who could still make the postseason.
The good news here that I mean, at least it feels like they have not peaked.
Yeah.
It feels like they have not gotten hot yet this season. So why not now?
Turn that frown
Yeah.
upside down, Benjamin.
I can't do it. Like the best players on this team, other than Juan Soto, who's been fantastic, especially since you've been gone.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
Soto is rich proof.
Turns out I'm Soto's kryptonite.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But the 2 best players on this team for the large part this season have been Gary Sanchez and Hassan Kim. Both who are making zero. Sorry, Sperry Schmanchez. Both who are making
Scary
zero money.
Sanchez.
Have you heard
Scorpio,
Don's new
just
home run
Scorpio.
call for Gary?
What is he
It's
saying?
something
now?
along the lines of Gary's so scary.
Wow.
Gary, you're so scary.
All right, Don.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
maybe let's go back to the old drawing book with that one. Oh boy.
Obviously, it's Scorpio.
Yeah, and also it should have been codename Scorpio exits yard once more.
On the chat line here on the YouTube channel, Jared Fletch, what does your hat say? It says darts.
I'm so glad you asked. On this side, it says long ball.
That is correct.
Yeah,
That's correct.
Yeah,
And
that's brand
123
placement.
calories, just 6 grams of sugar.
How many calories is it?
123 calories, 6
Ah.
grams of sugar.
wow.
Keeps you in the game all day long.
Honestly,
Are
The
there
world's
carbs?
finest canned cocktail.
it's carnivore diet approved.
God, I hate the carnivore diet so much.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we haven't talked about this in a long time. So first of all, look at Ben.
I know Ben is dropping weight here.
Yeah, he looks invisible practically when he turns sideways. Me, I have no. Did you just pull your pants off? What's that little move you just did?
I was stepping out of my headphones that got wrapped
because you
up.
twisted
Oh.
up. I was like, and he's now bottomless.
I'm back in
Like,
an,
I like my Fletches like I like my mimosas.
I'm back in an XL shirt, like pretty much always now.
Mhm.
Like double XLs look too big on me.
Mhm.
And my shorts are very loose.
Okay. All right. The XL fits.
That's a deep V.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's what I was gonna say. It is a deep V,
We
which
can see some
which-
chest hair.
it is kind of feeling like maybe it's a little snug.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, it's fine.
that's right. Well, except around the arms. Yeah.
It-
That didn't help.
XL fit guy. You truly have, all
Yeah.
kidding aside, you do look like you've dropped some weight.
I think the place you lost the most weight is your head. And I mean
Wow.
that as a compliment.
Wow, really?
Like
My
your
face.
like it you used to take up so much of this picture frame that we look at you through. Like your
Giant head.
yeah, just so much more face and it's shrunk in. It looks good though. It looks good.
it's good on
longer. Mhm.
What did you have for dinner last night?
I don't know that I actually ate dinner last
Mm,
night.
mm.
That's the thing with the carnivore diet. At a certain point, you just get sick of eating.
Yep, that was me.
Dude.
I cooked up. I had a pound of ground beef that I gave some to my dog to, and then I had like 5 bites. And I'm like, oh god.
You know what I had? I had like 3 little pieces of roast beef that were in Kendall's sandwich for lunch that I took out of the sandwich.
Good.
I
Good.
ate beef jerky on a plane. And you want it's kind of like eating like a dog. I felt like I was eating dog snacks until Ann hit me from across the aisle. So we went, it was a 3x3 plane. So I had the two kids next to me. She was on the aisle. We flip-flopped from the flight out. And she hits me. She goes, put that away. I'm like, why? She goes, the whole plane stinks. It was one of the most pungent. It was like the sweet and sour buffalo jerky. It really honestly made the cabin smell like a hot fart. And I'm just like, this is not going well. So I just starved myself until I was exhausted and fell asleep last night.
Good.
Yeah, so we're losing weight the responsible way, I think is what we're trying to say.
Absolutely. We may need to get, is it Lauren Weiss? Is that who we had on?
Oh, yeah. Lauren, that was 4 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
She was the
keto expert.
The keto expert and show nutritionist.
Yeah, exactly.
Who we have not spoken to in 30 days.
When do we weigh in?
We have not checked in with our nutritionist.
No.
I don't think this is going well.
When do we weigh in?
We should do it Monday. Monday will be 4 weeks.
Because I haven't weighed in since the Friday after I started keto, in which I had lost like 6 pounds in 5 days, which was a little scary.
Yeah, you'll lose weight quick if you start any diet. Well, especially where we started.
I was at my fattest. I was just off the plane from Mexico when I started.
Felt like I lost a couple pounds quick, and then I don't feel any different now. Now I feel fat again.
I just feel so fast. I did like that's the one. Like I feel like I was telling Ben last week or 2 weeks ago. I was like, when I move my arms, they just feel like I'm cutting through air faster.
It is true. My time from the studio to the break room to get coffee and back has diminished.
Wow,
it's like 40 time at the combine. It's getting way faster.
Yeah, yeah. Dan on the chat box here says looking slim.
Thanks,
and
Dan.
I think he means all of us.
Appreciate you, pal.
Yeah.
I wonder
the
if
audio is working, right? The text line. Okay.
Okay.
949 says weight loss challenge. 3 of you at a 250-pound average.
Ooh, wow. Ooh.
I mean,
okay. Who's going to be?
Did we lose 250 total?
Oh my God. Yeah. Because the show together, everybody's 280.
Is half a ton.
We're half a ton of show. We're half a ton of show.
And we want to get down to a third of a ton.
That does not sound healthy.
That doesn't sound great at all.
We could lose an entire outside linebacker if we get down to 250 collectively.
Oh my gosh.
That's a Von Miller. The show lost a Von Miller.
I love that guy.
I do not. I used to have to face him. He's scary and not nice. Well, actually, he's very nice. He's a very sweet man. He's just like a jungle cat who's covered in grease, who is also on fire and super strong.
Trying to murder you.
Yeah, literally just trying to put his helmet through your chest or just spin and make you fall like through a picture window.
Who would you rather block, Von Miller, Clay Matthews, or Richard Seymour?
Oh my God. I guess, okay, of the three, pick one. I had my best chance of blocking Clay Matthews.
All in their prime though.
Yeah, still Clay, because he would love to play a little bit like a meathead, where he would just run right into you, and I could gobble up a bull rush. But with those really quick twitch athletes, there were times where I was just like, "Hey, listen," I would talk to quarterbacks before games sometimes, be like, "Listen, we're gonna have to throw the ball really fast and make some quick decisions today, because that guy over there is going to the Hall of Fame." And I'm trying to keep my back together with a paper clip. So this is not going to go well.
We're going to have to make quick decisions. Listen, just pretend I'm not there.
Yeah.
So if I slow him down, like high fives, right?
Right. Imagine you're playing with 4 offensive linemen. Okay, ready, break.
I wonder where Aaron Donald would fall on that list. Like, how would you fare against Aaron Donald, who's fast and as strong as Richard Seymour?
Oh, not well. I mean, and by the way, that is 99% of offensive linemen, because there are certain guys who nobody has anything for. And
triple teams don't have anything for Aaron Donald.
Oh my God. The things that I'm so glad that football's back and we can talk about this and it makes sense, because we're actually going to see pass rushes tonight. We're going to see quarterback play and wide receivers, and people are going to factor this season.
Mrs. Wilson.
God bless America.
Love it.
The camera's going to find her too.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Zachy's mom got it going on. We also have some giveaways
yeah,
today.
I was gonna say singing brought that up.
Yeah.
Also, we need to send our condolences to Queen of the North, Carolyn.
Oh,
What happened?
The Trudeau and his wife are splitting up the chancellor.
Oh, that's
president.
Canada government.
Prime Minister.
Yeah, prime minister.
Prime
Yeah,
minister.
whatever.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah,
Canada
yeah.
government even matter? Does U.S.
What?
government even matter? I thought there were no rules now.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, no, it's there. I don't even.
that is only here.
Yeah,
That our boss,
sure.
our boss left and gave us the keys and said, "Go nuts, boys."
Lawless.
Before we talk about the giveaways, which are awesome and we have a ton of them, Warren Sharp put this out yesterday, and it was talking about the offenses in the NFL and who the most expensive ones are. And this blew my mind. Do you know who the most expensive offense is in the NFL? Do you want to guess? And it's, by the way, it is $14 million more than the next most expensive.
I'm gonna try to guess. It's gonna have to be someone with a super expensive quarterback,
Right.
probably. Who would be the Philadelphia
Nope.
Eagles? No,
The
okay.
Eagles are
Cowboys?
actually shockingly low on this list.
On the offensive. Well, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Who are they paying? Well, Hurts. He just got signed.
I would imagine they're paying Kelsey. Are they still paying Lane Johnson?
Oh,
Is he
wait.
playing this year?
Oh, yeah.
And
Both
he
of them
makes a
are
lot
back.
of money.
Both of them are back. Yeah.
Okay, but Philly's way low on the list.
Okay.
Number one on the list at $152 million is the Cleveland Browns.
Wow.
Whoa.
And then number two on the list at
Wow.
$138 million, that's $14 million below, is the Kansas City Chiefs. Then it's the Detroit Lions. Then it's the Raiders. Then it's the Broncos. Then it's Baltimore, Buffalo, Cincinnati, Jacksonville, Jets, Falcons, Saints, Cardinals, Cowboys, Niners at 115, Giants at 111. And then it keeps going. Philadelphia, by the way, all the way down at 101. They're spending $51 million less than the Cleveland Browns, and the Eagles were in the Super Bowl last year.
Wow. Yeah, that's incredible.
Um,
Cardinals, by the way, great decisions all around.
Yeah,
On their paychecks.
Yeah.
I think they're still getting hit.
Smoking hot.
They're still
They're
getting
paying
hit
like-
this year by D-Hop money.
They're paying like 4 guys who aren't with them anymore. Well
And-
done.
and like 3 coaches.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Cliff Kingsbury's still in Thailand. We think. We don't know. Yeah, we're giving away tickets to see the Offspring next Tuesday. We're giving away tickets to see the Smashing Pumpkins. That's coming up later. What else do we got? The Ohio players.
Roller coaster of love. Say what?
Yeah, they are. Look, we just have so much fun coming up. We're back. The Wolf Pack is back. Yeah. The Offspring. At first, I thought we were going with the Ohio players. I was like, wait, no, this is not them.
The Offspring, which Ben Fletcher has found out that he does know a lot of
I
Offspring.
think I know
songs.
like every Offspring song.
Everybody
Shocker.
does.
Come on. Come
Absolutely.
on now. Yeah, whole bunch of stuff going on. Football is back. Got to take a quick break here. We're talking football.
Yeah. Okay. So, a starting quarterback, should he retire at 28? We'll answer that question coming up next.
He may not have style, but everything he lacks, well, he makes up in denial.
Has Baker Mayfield peaked at 28 years old, and should he retire? We'll talk about it next.
This update is presented by Staples Stores. We're going to start off here with the Padres, who dominate the Pirates last night 11-1 in Colorado. They got home runs from Ha-Seong Kim to lead off the game. Gary Sanchez hit a pair. Juan Soto hit one. Fernando Tatis Jr. hits his 100th home run of his career. Day off today for the Friars before they take on the Dodgers for 4 games at home starting on Friday. One note of concern for the Padres, Joey Musgrove. He was a late scratch in yesterday's start due to some shoulder pain. He has been ruled out until next Tuesday when the Padres face off with the Mariners. That, according to Kevin Acee. Elsewhere in baseball, Dodgers beat the A's 10-1, and the Giants took down the D-backs 4-2. In the NFL, tonight is the Hall of Fame game at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton, Ohio. This officially marks the start of the NFL preseason games. Jets taking on the Browns on NBC at 5 o'clock. Staples has great prices on everything you need for back to school right now. 2 pocket polyfolders and an 8-pack of Staples No. 2 pencils are just 50 cents. Offer ends August 26th. Pricing and limits may vary in-store and online. School on, save on at Staples.
It's Big Rashid Fletch. San Diego Sports 760. The band is back together. Vacations are over. In the books. Rich Ornberger back in studio.
Timed it perfectly.
It feels right.
It was a dismount from a long offseason, and I'm here on the first day of the NFL preseason.
Man.
To say it was intentional would not be a lie.
Perfect 10, baby.
we should probably go to Islands.
We should probably immediately. We need some Yeah, see you, Ben. We got to go.
Islands is open, right? It's open.
Oh, sweet. We got Brock Talk the rest of the way, baby.
Yeah, the debut episode of Brock Talk for the next 2.5 hours. Actually, speaking of other underwhelming quarterbacks, it's Baker Mayfield, who the face Ben made when I said that.
He's so hurt.
He's a big Brock fan, which I get. All Niners fans are really they got all the eggs in the Darnold Brock basket 2023.
Well, when you say it that way, it just sounds sad.
Yeah. I actually feel like I am punching down, which brings us to this clip. So if you're listening to Colin Cowherd, holy smokes, earlier this week, now we know he has a very aimed and pointed style when he goes after a star or when he talks about star athletes in general. He will give them all their credit, or he will give them all the guilt and blame they deserve.
And he falls in love with some people early in their career.
Mhm.
Like, for example, Carson Wentz. I still don't think he's ever said a negative thing about him, and he's been terrible. And then guys like Aaron Rodgers come along, and Colin very much did not love Aaron Rodgers and punched down at him the whole time. None more so than Baker Mayfield, though.
Yeah. Aaron, it feels like a level playing ground, though, because Aaron, look, he's won 4 MVPs. He's won a Super Bowl. He's had an underwhelming playoff record outside of the Super Bowl season. But at least it feels like, okay, you're going toe to toe with somebody who not a lot of people agree with Colin fully on Aaron Rodgers, but there are some people who do. And it does feel like a little bit more of a fair fight. He goes after Baker Mayfield again.
For backwards hats, for the video that came out when he was in college of him running away from the police.
And goodness gracious, just give this a listen. It's reached a new height or maybe a new low.
I'd like
Yeah.
What does chutzpah mean?
Like
Cockiness.
yeah, or the
Moxie.
over the top. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Listen, I kind of agree with him.
What?
Yeah, I kind of agree with him. And I'll tell you why is when he says he is too relevant to be a backup quarterback, his star is too bright. So it looks odd when you're on the sideline, and it actually does hurt your brand because you are such a bright star. You are such a lightning rod. And on the sideline being a second or third string guy is not a good look for you. So if you did bow out right now, you're actually worth a little more. Your voice is a little stronger if you became a analyst.
But he's
if
not a
you're
backup.
on TV.
He's going to be the starting quarterback for the Bucs to start the season.
If he loses that job.
Which is possible.
And,
Because, potentially if he gets outplayed in the preseason, say he rolls an ankle, Kyle Trask goes out there for 2 games and looks competent, if not good. I mean, this season could go very sideways for Baker very
But
fast.
we saw Baker with the Rams. He was pretty good.
Well, that first
He
game.
was
that
good
first
for
game.
that first game.
He had some good moments in all of them. For coming in and learning that system immediately, it's the Sean McVay system, which is a little more complicated. Like, I was really impressed with Baker at the end of last year, and I haven't been the biggest Baker Mayfield fan throughout his time in the NFL.
Look, Baker Can play in this league. He's just small and he's often injured, and that's a scary thing. I mean, look, let's put it this way. If Baker was more careful with the football and he was a bigger winner over the course of his career, you would say he's a lot like Jimmy Garoppolo, right? Because he's accurate for the most part, protective of the football. He just gets hurt a lot. But he's not Jimmy Garoppolo because he hasn't won a ton and he isn't careful with the football. He's a very middle ground to low middle starting quarterback in this league right now. And where Colin got it very right is that makes you very difficult to put on the bench.
I agree. And I do think that a lot of Baker comes with circumstance, right? Like, he gets landed with the Cleveland Browns, who are a garbage organization.
Yes.
And he had how many, like 4 or 5 different offensive coordinators in his first 3 years. Like, it was a revolving door of idiocy in Cleveland. And then he goes to the Panthers. He gets hurt pretty early with the shoulder injury. And then he still plays there and then ends up with the Rams. And he actually had some moments last year with the Rams with Sean McVay where it's like, oh, when Baker is around an offense that's well constructed, Baker can actually make some awesome throws. And so that's where I'm thinking, like, oh, if you give him a good shot in Tampa Bay with a good organization, a good head coach, and Todd Bowles, maybe something can work here.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of organization they're going to be with Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles got thrown out of New York as a head coach. He replaced Bruce Arians basically at the behest of Tom Brady. So I don't know if I 100% believe he's going to a stable culture in Tampa Bay. And that was an offense whose pieces around the offense that he's still surrounded with were underwhelming last year with Tom Brady. So
right.
It's one of those situations where, okay, Could it be that Baker Mayfield could be an injection of new life into this team? The early reports are no, that he's struggling at training camp. But is it possible that he's a gamer come the regular season? Things look different? Maybe. Here's what I'll say. I like storybook endings if possible. I like good editing in movies. You know, we were just talking about 1883 a little bit ago. You know, when you have something that ends the right way, like for example, people were pissed about the way The Sopranos ended. People were pissed about the way the Game of Thrones ended. I mean, there are certain shows where you see the ending and you're like, no, that's not right. This doesn't feel right now for Baker to step away.
No, I get that. And that's that's part of writing the story. And yeah, you do want to see a storybook ending as we're talking about writing a story. You do want to see any athlete create some story that blows your mind, that gives you all the feels, that you can use as motivation as you're pumping up whatever your life, or you're going to take into the boardroom and put on the screen, and there's some montage of Baker Mayfield who came into the league, he hasn't been great, and all of a sudden turns it around and becomes this amazing superstar out on the field. Yeah, I hope that. I mean, I do, but you're right. Early reports doesn't look great. Not at the moment.
Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Russell Gage. He's got some good wide receivers. I'd like to see Baker get another shot to be a franchise QB.
I
hope he gets it this year.
I agree with you. And I think that this story could end better for Baker. It doesn't sound like the early goings in Tampa Bay have gone all that smoothly. We'll see what happens next. But transitioning to what he could do post-retirement.
Oh, God.
Like, okay, so
OnlyFans, he'd make a buck.
Yeah, well, listen, everybody can sell their feet on the internet now. But like Baker, I mean, like, I'm just picturing him like, look, the name isn't just a clever thing my parents did. Turns out we have a culinary background. I'm actually opening a patisserie. I am a baker. Can you imagine if Baker Mayfield, he turned over the football for the weird white hat, and he's a pastry maker now.
Yeah, he's got a donut shop out in Tampa Bay. You could stop by Mayfield's.
Yeah. Or like a lawn care company called Mayfield's. He's got two names.
Lawn care yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, he's got two names that he could easily or I mean, frankly, it makes me think about retirement, just coming off of a vacation. Like, what am I gonna do when it's all over? What am I gonna? I mean,
I have a feeling you're gonna get really into knitting.
Knitting, like cross stitch?
Yeah.
What? Look at these fingers.
I know you're gonna need to build dexterity when your arthritis sets in because of breaking your fingers so many times in the NFL.
Actually, really smart.
Yeah, I'm just trying to help you out, man.
It's really smart.
Helpful pointer.
Really.
Knitting, you use the needles though. It doesn't matter how big
Travis
your hands
is
are.
100% opening an auto shop. And we're all gonna he's just gonna be doing this a lot as we're driving up his driveway. He's always gonna be like wiping his brow, and then he's gonna pull a red rag out of the back of his pocket.
Absolutely.
He's gonna be like, looks like Ben's got a flat. Like that.
But to do that, I'll have to set down my cup of coffee that I've reheated 30 times.
Yeah, and like inside the porcelain glass, you just see the lines. From the
stain,
looks like a sedimentary rock. Like it's just been stained a million times.
Right.
What would Ben do?
I have no idea.
I think you'd work in a pro shop somewhere.
Ooh, I'd like that.
Yeah, but you'd just be like the guy behind the counter.
I'd love that.
Right.
Yeah, you need teas on your way out?
She's just clipping the ends off the cigars.
Yeah, exactly. That's
like
him.
The 6 green, it's rolling fast.
That sounds like an awesome job.
A lot of roast beef sandwiches.
I feel like you guys are joking about it, but I would do that now if I wanted to pick up a side hustle.
Roast beef on an onion roll, sweetheart. Thank you. Oh, what's that?
Sure thing, Benny.
Is your whole reservation here yet, sir? We can't let you on the first tee unless you have all 4. Sorry.
And there's like,
you'd be that guy? I feel like you'd be like the friend guy. You'd be like, it's fine.
I don't make the rules, Trav.
Hey, you know what?
Coming straight from the head pro.
They got you on cart 14. I'll tell you what, that one's a little bit janky on the left. I'm gonna give you 15.
I'm gonna give you 15. I took the governor off on it, so be careful around the corners. Like
that's him.
A lot of finger guns and clicking going on.
Yeah.
You sled putt? I'll meet you on 17.
The only thing that pisses him off is there's kids who live near the course who, when it rains, go belly sliding down the hills.
Ice blocking.
God damn it! Number 14's a mess again.
I don't think you could say
All
that.
right, Rich is back. We are 41 minutes in, and he got dumped.
Come on, that's a thing you could say.
I mean, you could say it in real life, just not
Could
on
say-
FCC
You
regulated
could
airways.
say,
Right.
yeah, golly.
Golly jeepers!
There you go.
The kids ruined the fairway at 14 again with their boogie boards. It's a monsoon
Anyways,
out there
I'll tell you,
today.
the right
You
way to
guys-
do
you guys
it
want a long ball?
is you buy a block of ice from like Ralph's or
Yes.
Vaughn's or something,
Ice blocking.
and then you find like the biggest hill on the golf course, and
What?
you just slide
Yeah.
down that.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, it's a thing.
So I worked at a country club. My first job was a dishwasher. Worked at the golf course.
Where haven't you worked?
Yeah, I know.
Probably at an
I know.
auto mechanic shop.
Yeah.
that we say he's gonna own.
Because I
never
watched
worked
him
at a
put a
mechanic
radiator
shop.
in a Jeep. I watched him do it. I was eating taquitos from Carl's Jr., wherever the hell we got them from.
Where
Oh,
were we
Pollo
eating?
Loco.
Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box.
Were
That's
we
what
eating
it
tacos? Is that what they were?
The
Mini,
mini
tacos.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
with
that's
that
right.
good sauce.
Ooh, gosh.
was.
By the way,
Diets suck.
is it Sheena from Jack in the Box? Is that who listens every day?
I believe so. Yes.
Sheena, get in here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we need some good
we-
tacos.
I'd break my diet.
Yeah,
We need some
come on in.
good sauce and some mini tacos.
Oh gosh,
We will break our diet for that, just for a day, just for a moment. If we had, and by the way, those mini tacos, if there's 1,000, I'll eat 1,000.
no
You-
doubt.
You just
No
can
doubt.
keep eating
Can
them
I
forever.
Eat
float
'em till
something
they're
out to you
gone.
guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we mandate this Sunday a cheat day?
What happens this Sunday?
I really miss peanut butter.
Hold
It's
on,
been the
hold on,
only
hold
thing that's
hold
been on my mind for the last like 2.5 days.
Whoa.
And I'm not even lying.
I don't know. You're talking to the wrong guy, because when you throw that out there, I'm like, yeah, done.
I know. Same. Unfortunately.
Also, it's 2 weeks at Sunday, so we're supposed to change the diet come
Oh,
Monday.
right.
That's why I'm saying, can Sunday be a cheat day?
You could do all peanut butter.
Yeah.
The
for the
peanut butter
next 2
diet.
weeks. The peanut butter
Like
diet.
French toast with peanut butter on it. Come on now.
What
That's-
other diets are there?
French toast with peanut butter diet.
That I don't.
I don't know if that's a
I
diet.
love how we got keto, carnivore. What else is there?
Paleo, vegetarian.
What else do people do?
I'm thinking we should probably hit the vegetarian one
You're
now to give
morons.
ourselves a break from all the meat. Maybe we could have Schaefer on as our expert.
Wait, hold on. Did you say vegan diet? I was laughing.
Vegetarian.
Oh God, have Schaefer on it. I love. We're
He's our nutritionist.
gonna talk. And by the way, he's going to be no help. He's like, I don't know. I mean, I just eat acai. We're gonna be like this.
You guys
is-
ever had
You
cauliflower
just
chicken
don't
wings?
eat meat. You just don't eat meat. The end.
I actually one time had tofu chicken wings where so they were
Sounds
okay.
terrible.
Figure this out. Figure this out. They were bone in.
What?
I don't know. Okay, so
Wait a minute. Were the bones?
no,
What were they? Plastic little devices?
they were wooden tongue depressors. It was one of the most horrifying things I've. Okay, so I was doing the Fox Sports Radio show, and
terrible.
our update girl Monty's a vegetarian, and she's like, "Oh, we got to order from this place." So we're like, "Okay." And we let her order. And that was the last time Monty's been in charge, because we were eating orange flavored chicken wings, like, like the orange chicken you get at a Chinese food restaurant.
yeah.
And they had tongue depressors in the middle. She's like, they're bone in. I'm like, that is not a bone. That is not a bone. Yeah.
My mom used to make sweet and sour chicken wings growing up, and there'd just be like a vat of sweet and sour chicken wings.
And Dale
Yeah,
is the same.
Can we make those again?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Please.
Oh,
So
then
Sunday cheat day? Where did we
as
land?
I'm saying this, she's like, you can't cheat on Sunday. You weigh on Monday.
Oh, she's
Oh.
right. So the cheat day's Monday.
Cheat
Okay,
day's Friday.
after we weigh in.
Oh, cheat day's Monday.
I don't know.
So right after we weigh in, we're gonna cut a piece of cake?
Yes.
Pizza, peanut butter.
What if we weigh more than
Oh,
we did
God.
last time?
Good point.
Okay, we do need to break, but Rich, we have a delectable treat from 7-Eleven to tell you about
Okay.
that you haven't had yet.
What is it?
We'll tell you on the other side.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's delectable and depressing.
All right. Okay. I'm in. I'm game. That's next. And by the way, let's not bet on anything from now until forever, until everybody knows the rules. That's next. There's a new pandemic, only it's hitting college football and the NFL. We'll explain coming up next. So when we talk college football and we talk NFL, look, during the actual pandemic, it was difficult to know what was going to happen next. Well, there's a new illness that is sweeping through the ranks of college football, and it's sports betting. I mean, it must be contagious. Everybody's catching it. I mean, every single day it feels like some other college football star or NFL player is getting rung up, suspended, potentially arrested for gambling and betting on games. It's wild.
The Iowa kicker one is the craziest one to me because there was a game where he missed the game-winning field goal, and he bet the under on the game.
Ooh. That's not a good look.
And he was underage when he was making the bets.
Oh.
So it's a triple whammy. But I mean, that's got to be jail time, right?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
The Denver guy for sure, I think, is probably going to face like 2 years in prison.
Well, if they're what's his last name? Uwazurike?
The Denver guy. I'm not going to try.
Uwazurike?
He is now facing criminal charges. And if there's criminal charges, that means he's betting on himself, or he has knowledge about his team that he's betting on.
Yeah. You're either point shaving or, like you said, insider info.
Yeah, right.
Well, I don't think he got enough playing time to point shave, but he was in pregame meetings where he was able to place prop bets, if that's what the case is. He was able to place prop bets based on like the offensive game plan, like, oh, this target's going to get more this game.
Well, what I meant was with the kicker. That if he missed that kick intentionally, that is point shave. I mean, that is literally the definition.
And you're talking about not just like 6 months in jail. You're talking about years.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is like, so I don't know where this story goes, but I mean, you're talking about guys risking their careers and potentially their freedom for, in the case of Uwazurike, that is how you pronounce his name. He made 801 mobile online sports wagers, totaling over $21,361. Now, to the rest of us, that may sound like, wow, that's incredible. That's a lot of money. You would probably do a lot for $21,000. But for an NFL player, I mean, to risk, even the minimum salary for a practice squad guy, it's outstandingly stupid.
You know what we need to do?
What?
We need to get all these guys into one room, and we need to take them to our new favorite spot in San Diego. Because
sounds
if
good.
they're at the Remy, they'll forget about sports betting. They'll forget about everything else. All they'll be thinking about is American Wagyu meat, given to us by Frank the Tank, our favorite person.
Yeah.
Frank over there at the Remy. I mean, that steakhouse, if you haven't been yet, it looks like a place where when you go, you smell like the wood in the bar room, and you sit down at the restaurant, and like you feel like you're transported into an old Western, but in 2023. I don't even know how to describe it. He's got the deer antlers on the wall, he's got the bear in the corner, but it's fine dining. It's a perfect culture clash, especially after watching a little Yellowstone or 1883.
Yeah, without a doubt. But you know, like if you went to Montana and walked into a steakhouse, you would walk in there and go, I mean, these guys obviously know what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's the feel. That is the feel right there.
There's a great picture of Frank the Tank, the owner and operator of the Remy, along with his son Kingsley, actually at the ranch where they get all their beef from in Whitefish, Montana. And you could see them riding their horses along with the dudes that run the ranch. And that's when Frank the Tank really told us the story about the cows and the ones they use. And Rich, I've done my best impression.
Yeah.
Travis has tried hard.
Yeah.
But there's nobody that can bring the point home about the cows that we eat at the Remy more than you can.
Tell us the story about the cows.
Okay, so it's Japanese Wagyu bulls, and they meet those heifers from New Jersey, and they actually do their best to like talk New Jersey, like, hey, what you doing? You want? Hey, what are you thinking? Maybe we go stepping outside. And they're like, are you from Japan? Yeah, that's exotic. And then, like, you know, they mate, and they make these delicious American Wagyu steaks that are served up fresh at the Remy. In fact, we had a bone-in ribeye. They call it the cowboy ribeye. That got served up to us. We shared that one. And then we had our own fillets. We had this steak sandwich. We ate so much steak.
Surf and Turf tacos.
Oh my gosh.
The
More
tuna
steak.
tostadas. That was fish.
That was fish. It was a fish steak.
It's a fish steak. It was a fish steak. We went there on Saturday. I took Sarah there. She got the filet. I got the New York strip. It was the best day of my life.
I got a buddy coming to town this weekend. We're going to the Remy.
Yes.
And I'm going to stay carnivore at the Remy. Travis did not.
I did not. I had mashed potatoes.
So tough.
I had carrots. I couldn't stop myself.
It's so tough.
couldn't.
Yeah.
I did not have the mac and cheese, which comes out in its own little boat that just comes right out of the oven.
The mac and cheese is next level. That might be my favorite part about the whole place, but it's a uniquely decorated hideaway with Western flair, like Rich was saying, plush leather seating, dark wood accents. They pay homage to the last frontier, perfect for an intimate evening gathering with friends. Bring your friends, bring your family, lunch, dinner, mom, dad, wife, husband, anyone you want, nephew, niece, bring them to the Remy.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. No doubt. Cocktails, wine, everything you need. They got it. But book your reservation, RemySD.com, the RemySD.com.
Okay, coming up next, it's back. Football is back. The NFL preseason kicks off tonight with the Hall of Fame game. But wait, who's going to disappoint the most in 2023? We answer that question on the other side.
It's hour 2 on Big Rich, TD and Fletch. This update presented by Staples Stores. Padres, they dominate the Pirates last night. They win 11-1 in Colorado. Home runs from Hassan Kim. Gary Sanchez hit 2 of them. Juan Soto and Fernando Tatis Jr. hitting his 100th homer of his career. Day off today before the Friars take on the Dodgers for a 4-game series starting at home on Friday. One note of concern for the Padres, Joe Musgrove, late scratch in yesterday's start due to shoulder pain. He's been ruled out until next Tuesday when the Padres face off with the Mariners. Elsewhere in baseball, Dodgers beat the A's 10-1. Giants take down the D-backs 4-2. In the NFL, tonight is the Hall of Fame game at the Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton, Ohio, officially marking the start of the NFL preseason games. The Jets are going to be taking on the Browns. It's on NBC at 5 o'clock. Staples has great prices on all the back-to-school essentials. Right now, you save even more with $25 back in rewards on your in-store purchase of $75 or more. Rewards members only, ends August 5th, redeemable in-store only, school on, save on at Staples.
Woo! Happy Thursday to those who celebrate. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, we're back. Woo! We are back. And I guess we're back and the Padres have arrived?
They're so effing good now. I mean,
You know what's really interesting about today?
Yeah.
A lot of baseball games seem to have scheduled their games early today or, have the day off like the Padres do.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
weird.
mean, there's like
Wonder-
only 3 or 4 games that take place after 5 o'clock tonight. And I wonder why that is. Do you guys think it might have something to do with... NBC, 5 o'clock tonight, we are going to see people hitting each other again. We are going to see bad quarterback play. We are going to see all the things that we've been missing for months and months and months since
so
February of last year.
been so long.
Guys, it's back.
Is it going to be the soothing dulcet tones of Chris Collinsworth and Mike Tirico?
I believe it is.
Yeah.
It's their preseason too, so expect some bad commentating.
Yeah. And bad officiating and potentially a bad game, but by golly, it's here. It's back.
Yeah,
Football is back. A chicken for every pot. A
It's
big
just so
skin
funny.
for every
Now,
hand.
like baseball and basketball have kind of figured out if there's anything NFL, just avoid. Don't
Yeah.
even try.
Yeah. This is the best.
Let's see. Jets fans, you can watch it on Peacock or
Hmm.
NFL Plus. Is it going to be on just
it's on
ABC?
big NBC also.
Okay, all right. Or NBC. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is. I was making sure it was. I didn't know if it was a streaming only thing, which I
Ooh.
couldn't imagine.
No
but
way. They're going to get 5-6 million people watching tonight, maybe even more.
Good.
5 or
good.
6 million?
Yeah, I think so.
I think way more.
I that's bare minimum you're talking.
I'm thinking they'll probably average an audience in the teens. I mean, even though it's a preseason game and it quote unquote doesn't matter, and it
Gonna be
doesn't.
11, 12, 13 million people tuned in to a nothing game because it's back.
It's just because it's the first one. It's just
If
because
it were to get that high, by the way, that is more than every baseball game that has been played this year. That would be pretty much more than
Combined.
every single NBA Finals game this year, which averaged around 9. Like you're talking, this would just blow everything out of the water.
Let's see. I'm trying to look back because maybe you're right. Maybe I'm completely overestimating. I want to see like what these typically get. Oh yeah, okay. How about that? I'm wrong. I'm very much wrong. So via Sports Media Watch, Thursday night's game, this is last year, between the Jaguars and Raiders, generated an average rating of 3.1, along with 5.48 million viewers on NBC.
Now that was Jags and Raiders. This is
True.
the New York Jets.
Yeah, it's the New York Jets and it's the Cleveland Browns, both teams, which, by the way, who has any idea how much Rodgers or Watson will play at all tonight?
None.
But most likely none. And the fact of the matter is you're really just tuning in, if you're tuning in, because you're an NFL fan and you just love football and you waded through this desert, this hellscape, waiting to get to an oasis somewhere. And here it is. I mean, it's not much, but it's going to, slate your thirst for just a few weeks until we get to the regular season.
Yeah. And there's been a fantastic job done by the NFL setting up the storyline with Aaron Rodgers and being a Jet. And I would imagine he's suited up, but he's not going to play. but he'll be on the sideline. So if you want to see Aaron Rodgers in a Jets uniform live on TV,
Yeah, he'll probably have the headset on tonight because he needs to get used to the cadence and a new system in live game. I would imagine he's probably even going to be talking into that headset to Zach Wilson a few times. So you'll see Aaron Rodgers a lot on the sideline. In fact, there might be plays that you miss in the game because the cameras will be focused on Aaron Rodgers. But guys, I just put in the Google, the NFL countdown, 34 days, 16 hours, 53 minutes, and 4 seconds until the Kansas City Chiefs and Detroit Lions kick off at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
Wow.
I cannot wait.
Yeah, that's going to be a good
I
day.
cannot wait.
It's going to be a very, very good day. How many, because it's Thursday to Thursday, how many weeks exactly is that? What date is it?
It's the 7th.
Okay, so it might be 4
It's gonna be
weeks.
5
something
weeks.
like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks exactly.
We're 5 weeks away from kickoff. That is a good feeling.
That is absolutely.
All
We
right.
got a lot of fantasy teams we got to put together too.
Oh, yeah. You were gone. Our buddy Scott on the text line is organizing a league for the three of us plus some listeners.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We'll hop into that. Although we're not going to be able to, like it's the fantasy football rules are, unless you have an expert on like Mike Harmon, who we have on every single season to give advice. When you talk about your own fantasy football team, it's like, I don't even think you guys know what my kids look like because I show you 0 pictures because nobody wants to see pictures of your kids. Hey, look, he has his stuffy shark. Isn't that great? Like, no, it's not great. That's your kid. That's your problem. Leave me alone. That's the same with fantasy football teams. Every time somebody starts telling me about their fantasy football team, I want to drop kick them in the head.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, I get it. I get it.
We will try
I traded Cooper Kupp right before he got hurt.
Yeah, this guy with his dynasty league, he doesn't shut up about it. It drives me crazy. Oh, guys, you think like honestly, like you think like do you think Russell Gage is gonna have like a good year, like a really good
He is
year?
on my dynasty team, actually.
I know because you talk about it a lot.
But what's great is we'll be in the middle of whatever segment, and all of a sudden we'll just see you go, oh. And we'll go, what's going on?
Dude, being a GM doesn't stop.
I don't know.
That job is 24/7.
I mean, I don't know if this is breaking news, but it's kind of breaking news. So somebody's injured.
Yeah, my buddy Kyle just traded with my buddy Mike. This is ridiculous, but
This is not even a lie. Since the show started, I haven't really been on my phone. 22 notifications
here we go.
from the Sleeper Fantasy.
I want you to keep all 22 to yourself. You son of a
22.
All right, but let's focus on these quarterbacks. So Hall of Fame game tonight, kickoff 5 p.m. on NBC. We're going to see the Browns. We're going to see the Jets. You have a 4-time NFL MVP on one side who's taking a price haircut on his salary to help build the Jets roster. And on the other side, first full season from an accused alleged sexual deviant who missed 11 games last year, Deshaun Watson, who now will play his first full season with the Browns, who are paying him a pant load of money, no price savings there. Which team do you think is going to have the better track in the AFC, which is highly competitive?
Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson?
Wait.
We were talking about
It's
Aaron
the Jets. I do think the
He was
Jets are
looking
going
at
to be
his
better this
dynasty.
year.
He was looking at his dynasty team. You didn't even hear the question.
No, I know
Zach
what the question
Wilson on your
is. Better
dynasty
try-
team?
I was trying to be funny. It didn't work. The Jets are going to be better
22
this year.
notifications, Travis.
Because have
gotta
you
get to
seen everything that the Jets are doing now to surround Aaron Rodgers? And you haven't been here since he took the pay cut, but $35 million is substantial for Aaron Rodgers to do for someone who never took a penny less than what he was worth in Green Bay. And he goes over to the Jets and he's like, well, we're going to need some help somewhere. Just take 35 mil back. You can do whatever you want. Go get Dalvin Cook, actually.
Let's stop there for a second because I do think it's one of those things where with Green Bay, who let's just put it in terms of relationship, it's the ex-girlfriend, a lot of hard feelings, a lot of history, a lot of baggage. Well, I mean, you know, you meet the new girl and maybe at first you're not so sure, but you start making sacrifices the more time you spend with her. You're like, oh, well, I mean, yeah, she's pretty, but not just that, but she likes watching the TV shows that I like to watch. And like, you know, you start playing less video games. You start spending less time with your friends. You start spending more time with her. Like that's Aaron Rodgers with the Jets right now. It's the new girl. So all of a sudden he's willing to make sacrifices because he's like, oh no, this is going to work long term. But you got to test the waters first. And he gave it the full off season. And obviously, before he even got there, they were making accommodations for him. They signed Tim Boyle and Alan Lazard before
Right.
he even stepped through the doors.
Do you think that with that $35 million pay cut came stipulations like this is only to be spent on offense? Because the Jets did have a good defense last year.
Yeah.
You will buy a nacho cheese fountain.
Yeah.
It's-
So
it
I
is
feel he just
mandatory.
like gave the
It is
$35 million
mandatory.
to Robert Saleh and said,
Marty Caswell!
Marty Caswell!
"Oh, get on that microphone.
No, you
Marty,
can't.
come on.
Marty Caswell, the NFL's back! The
Oh,
NFL's back!
stuck her tongue out at us.
She just took a chair.
Oh,
Damn it.
wait a minute. We need that chair.
Do we?
No, I don't think so.
Well, let's just
What?
go. Let's go drag this. Once she sits in it, we'll drag it back
That's
in
a good
here
call.
with her on it.
That's a good call.
Marty
Man.
Caswell, Darren Smith show just walked through the door and stole a chair from us and refused to come on the air.
She didn't even make an audible sound.
She just shouted.
Yeah. Well,
She just
she stuck her tongue out. She put her middle finger up.
Here I was thinking she liked us.
No.
Guess not.
that is definitely not true.
Also, I got
Man.
beef with Kevin Acey.
Wait, why?
I got beef with Kev.
Wait,
don't
our-
have beef with Kev.
Our
I got
Padres-
beef with
our
Kev.
Padres
We don't have
insider?
beef with
He
Kev.
was kind of rude to us yesterday, Travis.
our
He was a
Padres-
little rude.
He's our best friend.
Did you see what Kev did yesterday?
No.
So Darren kind of bullied him into eating Rocky Mountain oysters on
Bowls
Monday's show.
balls?
Yeah, and so Darren had Bowls balls sent up to Kevin Acey in the press box yesterday, and Kevin ate them. How many times have we invited Kevin to the Remy, and he admitted it on the show yesterday? He said, "It's so easy to tell you guys yes, knowing I will never do something with you."
That is hurtful.
So I got beef with Kevin Acey.
Yeah, okay.
Well, we don't
but-
have beef because we would have taken him to the Remy for some
Yeah,
American Wagyu steaks.
And we haven't ever
So we-
sent him the Remy.
That's a good point.
I mean, if we sent him the Remy,
Can you imagine if like Frank the Tank shows up to his house, the owner of the Remy, just wearing an apron, nothing else, and
okay?
holding a raw bone-in ribeye,
Yeah.
and just goes, "I'm here to cook you a steak." I mean, if that's the show we have to StreamYard with Kevin. Please get out of my house.
He shows
Frank's
up
an
with,
intimidating dude,
with
dude.
the grill.
Big dude, big mustache.
Yeah, he's a big guy. He's tall.
Yeah. Wears
Mm.
boots.
Yeah, but Kevin ate bowl balls yesterday,
Yeah, it's
but
true.
he won't do anything with us.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't necessarily think that our motto or the mode we should take should be like, "Hey, Kev, come on, eat bull balls with us." Like we're
Right.
way cooler.
I tried
Right.
anything once, but that's what I'm saying. It just seems like BS, and it seems like fake friend maybe.
Well,
Whoa.
I,
think
said it.
those are harsh allegations. Look, we asked him to work on texting us.
And he's done a great
He's
job.
turned
Yeah.
over a new leaf.
He
really
has.
has.
I
That
mean,
is-
he sends jokes. He is always convivial. He is uses those opportunities to be expansive.
And part of his jokes were sending some fun facts.
Yeah.
And we talked about this yesterday with him. And he said what we should start doing is trying to make up a fact that sounds so true that you get someone else to go, "Oh, yeah, I've heard of that."
Yeah.
And see who can win that game. So now he wants to play games.
I love this idea.
I mean-
see, look, you don't give up on Kevin yet.
Yeah, listen.
Look, Darren's got the looks, but we've got the weight.
Actually, I have a couple more fun facts ready to go for Kevin.
Yeah,
Like,
oh, yeah.
do you know birds are all actually really nearsighted?
No, I did not.
Ha! Gotcha.
Oh, you did the thing. You did
no,
the
we did
thing.
it.
Yeah. I
Wow.
can't.
It
believe
could be
that.
true. I have no idea.
Well, birds aren't real. How about that?
That's
for you?
also true.
Yeah.
Mm.
They
They're
are robots
drones.
sent from China.
Government drones.
Mhm, mhm,
Yeah,
mhm, mhm.
that's been proven.
I think
many
they
times
originate
over.
at Disneyland USA.
That's right.
Mhm.
Oh, you know what we haven't done in a while since we haven't been together in a month?
Hmm.
Played how many swipes to a butt on
Oh,
TikTok?
we should do it.
Hang on.
we should
Let's
do it.
launch the app real
Okay.
quick.
All right, launching now.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay, and I'm in. Okay, I got a weather reporter.
I have
Oh, swipe number 2. There's got to be something that happens here. What would happen?
That is not a butt, but that
What?
is.
Oh,
That is
I'm like, what am
graphic.
I looking at? Wow, that is graphic.
There's some
I don't know
running.
what's
10 in, here we
going on
go.
here.
4,
Yeah,
10
5.
in? You're 10 in?
Yeah, no, 10 in, but there you go.
I
Six.
mean, this is one of those.
Got
Oh,
those.
wow.
Got those front butts.
Wow. Jeez. Huh. I don't know what's happening here.
I'm up to 7, 8, 9.
I mean, that counts, right? I don't know what's happening
Yeah, that's
there
good.
either.
You can see
Oh,
side butt.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, I'm 11 deep.
There you go. I
Yeah.
was 10. So, hey, we're becoming less perverted. Maybe it's the diet.
This woman likes the same fruit that Lizzo likes.
Oh, God.
Oh,
I
bananas.
don't think that's cool
Yeah.
to joke about yet.
Why?
Why?
The Lizzo thing?
Why? What happened?
It's
Why?
horrible.
Oh, I didn't read
Oh, it is
anything about
horrible.
it.
Yeah, but why? Wait, hold on. We joke about everything.
That's true.
What did she do?
Lizzo's in a lot of trouble, man.
Yeah,
hang
apparently
on a second.
Lizzo's whole persona is being flipped upside down.
Because she's been this beacon of body positivity,
Yeah.
feminism, all these things.
all the things.
And now she's being sued for like a lot of things that creepy dudes get sued for.
Dude, I
of
gotta tell
Lizzo's
ya.
former dancer that filed lawsuit against her production company, Big Touring Inc. And dance captain Charlene Quigley. All right, so what are the
Hang
allegations?
on, let me. hang
So
on. I'll
the
find
headline
it.
was not suitable for air. Like
No.
we had to clean up the headline. But
Really?
essentially, Lizzo, while touring in Amsterdam, they went to one of the shows that you can find in Amsterdam, and she forced.
There's the headline right there. Don't read it.
Lizzo sued.
Wait.
Don't.
Yeah.
You should not eat bananas that way.
No.
And now there's like 9 other claims that have stemmed off of that one.
Yeah. Okay. I think there were 3 dancers who are now having claims against her, but there's 3
What?
additional dancers who are backing up the claims. And now there's other people like PR people and record label people who are coming out going, oh, yeah, she's not great.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so she basically she took them, meaning her whole team, out to a strip club
Yes.
and
Yes.
But a very
variety.
special type of strip club.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
And
out
then-
in Amsterdam. Yeah,
That's correct.
yeah. Where
You want to hear another crazy story?
what you got?
So Stenson Bennett, right, the quarterback from Georgia, who's now with the Rams,
Right.
is in his first NFL training camp. Do you know who one of his teammates was in college?
No.
Sony Michel, who is now retired from the NFL.
Oh, wow.
So
Oh, yeah.
Stenson Bennett
Him
went
and
from
Nick Chubb.
quarterback at Georgia with Sony Michel as his running back, winning national championships. Sony Michel then gets drafted in 2017, wins 2 Super Bowls, ends up now retiring from the league while Stenson Bennett is making his first training camp appearance.
Well, and what's crazy?
Time in the NFL does not work linearly.
Stenson Bennett is also. I mean, I'm pretty sure
He's 25.
Yeah, he's old. So like, and I'm pretty sure Sony Michel is 28. I want to say. So I mean, think about that. Like, he's a rookie. Sony Michel is 3 years older than him, and he's retiring with 2 Super Bowls. That's incredible. Yeah, there was a couple of early retirements. What are you giggling
I
about?
was just laughing at the one of the topics we're going to get to where the Cleveland Browns apparently completely trashed a plane.
Oh yeah.
So the pilot on board apologized, saying multiple times, this is the most disgusting he's ever seen a plane in his career. It was full of garbage, spilled food. There were drinks everywhere. And then it explains in this article, the Browns flew from West Virginia back to Cleveland in preparation of the Hall of Fame game. And the first comment is, why the hell are they in West Virginia? It has nothing to do with planes. It's just-
Yeah, that's actually a good point. I guess they're doing their training camp in West Virginia.
Were you part of plane trashing?
No.
Because I feel like you can party on a plane and still be an adult and clean up your mess.
Yeah, like for the most part, I mean, if you're going to leave trash, there were different rules for different charters. Some of them, like, they came around with trash bags. You throw all your trash away like a normal thing. Sometimes they would just be like, just leave it on the seats. So when you come through, it's easier to get to. But I mean, were there like occasionally moments where a burrito was served and then it was spiked off the head of a rookie, something like that? Yeah, that happened. Those things did too happen.
When I first started here over in the newsroom at Kogo, I'm at a cubicle and all of a sudden, bang, this thing hits the back of my head. I turn around. Here comes another one, a disc flying right at me, lands right on my shoulder. It's program director Mary tossing pancakes at me.
You deserve that.
It was-
I did. From across the room, she was winging Frisbee pancakes.
You were hazed by a news director?
Yeah, it was the
And
best day of my
now-
life.
Are you and Mary not like really close friends?
Yeah, we're besties
There you
here.
go.
Yeah.
No, it
it's
works
fine.
sometimes.
It
Yeah,
does.
there was a team I played for that when a rookie, or a year on a team that I played for, when a rookie fell asleep, they got hit with a burrito or a sandwich.
Did they eat the burrito after it hit them?
No, not usually, because
Some of
usually
the carne asada probably got in the mouth.
it would explode. You've never
Oh,
laughed.
like this is like a high velocity
Oh my
burrito.
God, yes.
Oh wow.
You would never laugh more than watching a sandwich and cold cuts cascade over 2 or 3 rows of plane and have mayonnaise striped across a sleeping man's face. And
Gosh.
for the most part, people really took it well. There were a couple of people who did not, who did not at all.
Have we decided that we are going to throw some surprise parties in here?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Wait,
whoa.
what do you mean? Whoa, 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 whoa.
We got to keep it under wraps. Well, actually, it just depends on who listens to this show. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know that. But was that one of the ones that we've decided?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, whoa,
yeah.
whoa, whoa.
Yeah. All right. All
I
right.
mean,
So what
I had some discussions yesterday around the building already, Travis.
we have some
Oh,
special.
wow.
special
I wasn't
plans.
let in on this information.
No, I texted you guys.
Yeah. You
Wait,
texted
you
us, but
texted
you,
us, but you didn't say you had these secret
Oh, you're right.
conversations.
I might have gone and had these conversations after I texted.
Oh, sorry. It's just
Wow.
open
I was
TikTok.
gonna fill
again.
you in
There was a
today.
but.
Hang on, I almost want to go back.
Yeah.
Let
So
me see.
the Browns trashed the plane. And on top of that, they are on a list. Bleacher Report put out a list. And look, every single sports website does this. They put out lists of disappointing teams. But the question is, who's going to be the most disappointing team? And we don't have time to answer it right now. So we're going to have to do that potentially on the other side or potentially at 7:45 because do we have our clips? Is
We
it
do.
time?
We do. It's Thursday. We must ask you a question. Are we doing dealer's choice on what? I mean, they have 3 different options they could go with right
All
here.
right. 844-570-1360. 844-570-1360. We're going to send you to see the Ohio players, the Offspring, or Smashing Pumpkins. Your choice. You got to call right now. Must ask you a question coming up next.
The Ohio players are going to be at Viejas Casino and Resort. The Offspring, they're going to be at North Island Credit Union Amphitheater. Smashing Pumpkins, they're going to be at North Island Credit Union Amphitheater. We got tickets for all of them, but first, we must ask you a question. It's coming up next.
This update is presented by Staples Stores. Padres last night dominate the Rockies. Sorry, 11-1 in Colorado. They got homers from Hassan Kim, Gary Sanchez, Juan Soto. Fernando Tatis Jr. hits his 100th homer of his career. Day off today before the Friars take on the Dodgers for 4 games at home starting on Friday. One note of concern for the Padres, Joey Musgrove. He was a late scratch in yesterday's start due to shoulder pain. He has been ruled out until next Tuesday. According to Kevin Acee, the Padres will be facing the Mariners when Musgrove can come back. Elsewhere in baseball, Dodgers beat the A's 10-1. Giants take down the D-backs 4-2. In the NFL, tonight's the Hall of Fame game at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton, Ohio. This officially marking the start of the NFL preseason games. Staples has great deals on all the back-to-school essentials. Right now, you can save even more with $25 back in rewards on your in-store purchase of $75 or more. Rewards members only, ends August 5th, redeemable in-store only. School on, save on at Staples.
Big Rich CD and Fletch, San Diego Sports 760. The band is back together. The message has been received. Ben,
Huh?
what you were just saying.
Sorry, I was trying to talk to Rich. I hit both things.
Oh,
Sorry.
well,
You hit so many things.
there were so many things, and you asked me to do something, and I did it. I accomplished it, and it's one of the only things I've ever accomplished.
Yeah,
and I
and it
feel
feels
good about it.
And it feels really, really good.
Yeah, so you're welcome, everyone. You're welcome.
Hairy
Yes.
upper lip or nah? It's up to you to determine. If you want the prize, you have to play the game. It's time. We must ask you a question.
Darn right, it's time, and it's a game show that is sweeping all of the world. We are huge in Manila. I'm not even 1,000% sure where that is.
Is Manila a place?
I believe so, because I know George Foreman and
Oh,
Ali,
yeah. Oh, he talks about
the
it.
Thrilla in Manila.
That's
I
right.
don't know what country that's in or what continent.
Let me see.
Yeah, look that up. Manila.
Manila in Manila.
Where is Manila? I know the envelopes
okay.
are very popular,
Yeah, right.
or the Manila folders, rather.
Yes.
Yeah. I wonder if
Manila.
they're from Manila.
I don't know. Oh, wait, there it is.
Where
Okay,
is
hold
it?
on. It's in the Philippines.
Philippines, of course.
Wow.
Of
yeah,
course.
No wonder we're so big there.
Yeah.
They love us in the Philippines.
They love us in the Philippines. We've always knew that. We see the
That's-
ratings, and they prove it.
You know what's great about Thursdays?
What's that?
Our winter music makes sense.
Oh, yeah. It's the only time it does. We must ask our listeners a question. This is the simplest game show ever. Basically, we play you a clip, and you just determine whether the person speaking has facial hair or not. Does this person have a mustache? Yes or no? And you could potentially win tickets to the Ohio Players, the Offspring, or Smashing Pumpkins. Who is our listener contestant today?
This would be Miguel. Miguel, welcome to the show.
Well, good morning, guys. Thanks.
All right,
Yeah,
Miguel.
man.
So you heard the rules. The question is, are you ready to play?
I am ready.
Okay. Well, we got to ask what Miguel's playing for.
Oh,
here.
yeah. What tickets?
So Miguel, you got your choice of Smashing Pumpkins. They're going to be at the North Island Credit Union Amphitheater next Thursday. Tickets and info, Ticketmaster.com. Offspring, they're going to be playing at the North Island Credit Union Amphitheater next Tuesday. Ticketmaster.com there as well, if anybody wants info. Or the Ohio Players, who are going to be at Viejas Casino and Resort tomorrow. That's tomorrow night. That is for sure. So viejas.com for more info there. So which one would you like to play for, Miguel?
You know what? Forget the tickets. Let me get in on your guys' next foursome.
Oh, my gosh. Come on. I don't know. Can we offer that?
Talking about sex or golf?
Yeah. Because both are available. We also are giving our mustache you a question listener contestants an opportunity to sleep with all three of us at once.
Can we get shirts for the winners that say, I was in a foursome with Big Red TV and Fletch?
All three of our faces and then just a question mark.
Just like one of those, like when the NFL, when they don't have a photo of the player, it's just a black silhouette.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Miguel, you do got to go online to sign up for the golf one, but that's easy to do. SportsSD.com, contests and promotions, and you'll see a free round of golf with Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. But today, you got to play for one of the tickets.
Yeah. So which one do
All
you
right,
want,
let's-
Miguel?
Let's go Smashing Pumpkins.
Okay.
Smashing
I
Pumpkins
like that.
it is.
I like
All
that.
right.
I'm a big Smashing Pumpkins fan, so I feel you, Miguel. I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
But here it is, man. You got to get 3 out of 5 right, and your first clip sounds like this.
Listen, can I talk to you over here in private for a minute? I got just a little problem. Well, it's like this. I knew I was coming over here to spend the night and all, and then it dawned on me this here's a pajama party, and, well, I don't have any pajamas to wear.
All right, so I'm leaning a certain way on this clip. And I'm sure you are too, Miguel. So we must ask you a question. Does the person you just heard have a mustache or not?
Oh, man, I can't believe I don't know this one. I'm going to go no.
You get it?
Wow.
Wow. And that's a cowboy. That's Cowboy Curtis from Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Oh, man.
That's the creepiest line from any kid's show we've ever played. We are forever unclean for that, but you have a 1-0 lead, Miguel, as we move into clip number 2.
We're 10 hours from the fun park and you want to bail out. Well, I'll tell you something. This is no longer a vacation. It's a quest. It's a quest for fun. I'm going to have fun and you're going to have fun. We're all going to have so much fun we'll need plastic surgery to remove our smiles. You'll be whistling Symphony Doodah. I got to be crazy. I'm on a pilgrimage to see a moose.
Was that Rich on your vacation?
That was an accurate representation, especially on the front end of the vacay. All right, Miguel, we must ask you a question. Does that voice have a mustache?
Let's go with yes.
No. Head into Wally World
Chevy Chase
in Vegas
Yeah.
or in National Lampoon's
That's
Vacation.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's the first one.
Mm.
No mustache there, but it's okay. It's okay.
Wow.
You got 3 more shots here to get 2 right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So simple.
It's easy. It's easy.
It's just like the
Miguel.
Padres. We just need you to be
Yeah.
666 the rest of the way. The mark of the beast.
That's all you
That's all.
gotta do. Just win the series. Win the series, Miguel.
2 out
Come
of 3, baby. Here we go.
Next clip.
Yeah.
I'm Wilfred Brimley, and I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes about diabetes. Actually, about diabetes and uh, uh, you know, diabetes.
He wants to talk to you, Miguel, about diabetes.
You got the name of the person speaking, which is a rare treat.
I left it in there just for fun.
Yeah. I love this so much. So, Miguel, you just simply need to tell us whether or not that gentleman has a mustache.
I mean, or lady.
Or
Go either way.
2023.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miguel, what's your answer?
Yes.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Wilford Brimley has a proud, very prominent mustache.
It's like 3 inches tall.
Diabetes.
He has if he shaved, you'd be like, my God, that guy, there's so much distance between his nose and his upper lip.
I tell you what, I'm glad you boys decided to stop eating so much because you would have gotten diabetes.
That is true.
We were on
That is
track.
accurate. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna get that Ozempic one way or another.
And I'm Wilford Brimley.
Well, there you go. You got 2 right now, Miguel. You get 1 more. You win those Smashing Pumpkins tickets.
I love how halfway through the commercial there, he forgot what he was. I just want to talk about
Diabetes.
something rather diabetes, I suppose.
Get real out here.
Why was the spokesperson for diabetes saying diabetes wrong the entire time?
But we all remember.
Yeah,
That's the reason why.
Exactly. It worked fantastic.
yeah,
Miguel, here you go.
back to Miguel. Sorry, Miguel.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Here you go. Here's clip number 4.
Good morning, Pee-wee. Morning, Mr. Breakfast. Can I have that Mr. Chief cereal? Okay. Pity the poor fool. Don't eat my cereal.
All right, a little bit of appropriation in there, no big deal. But we must ask you a question.
That was Mr. T. Did you eat Mr. T cereal growing up?
Oh my God, all the
I
time.
loved Mr. T cereal.
You had the little trinkets from his gold chain. Oh,
So, God,
all
I
right.
love Mr. T.
Miguel, put this away. We know you got a
Yeah.
winner in you. We must ask you a question. Does that voice have a mustache or not?
Rest in peace, Pee-wee. No.
I think we have a winner. Nicely done. Yeah, man, you nailed it. Miguel, you're going to go see Smashing Pumpkins at the North Island Credit Union Amphitheater next Thursday. Everybody else is going to Ticketmaster.com if they want to buy tickets or they want some more info. But you, my friend, you will be there courtesy of Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, as Fletch is literally throwing a chair, an ergonomically correct chair. Where did that one come from?
Oh,
Wow.
and stealing chair. Miguel, how do you feel before we talk to Ben about his back? He's sitting in
Oh,
a good
man.
chair.
That's a good start to the morning.
Yeah.
You guys are idiots, and I love it.
Yes. Everything you said is accurate. Miguel, enjoy those Smashing Pumpkins tickets. Sorry you couldn't be involved in a foursome.
Well, we don't know.
Well, that's true.
It could be chosen.
Yeah. Go
Miguel
out to the
could win.
website, sportssd.com, prizes and promotions or whatever Ben said. He
Your
knows.
mustache. Say the word mustache. A mustache, a mustache. Now we both have said mustache. A mustache, a mustache. If you only got a mustache.
Hang on, hold there, Miguel. Ben will get your info after we figure out what's up with his ergonomically correct chair.
Yeah,
Where did
dude,
you
I don't
get
know. This
that
whole
from?
room was clean and there was a new chair when I walked in this morning.
What?
Yeah, there's no more dust.
There's no dust and your back feels good, I'm
My
assuming?
back feels amazing.
Ergonomically
Probably not
correct,
just
yeah.
because of the chair, though.
Probably because how are your feet?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, you know about
Are
my
you still
feet.
wearing those arch supports
You
from the
every
Good
day,
Feet
man.
store? Yeah.
You know
Um,
that the people from Good Feet were in the building yesterday. I stopped them and thanked them.
Dude, so I get a text message. I'm on the East Coast from Gary Phillips, the sales rep who was walking around with them. And he's like, I wish you were here today. I'm like, I know, because their CEO, Richard Moore, was here. And I love that guy. Sat down and had a long chat with him a couple of times now. And what he's created is a family atmosphere at the Good Feet store, not only at all their branch locations, but at their manufacturing plant, which happens right here in the United States, not just the United States, but right here in the county, not just in the county, but in Carlsbad. They have this huge manufacturing plant, employ a lot of your San Diegans brethren, and they're all making these arch supports to have you melt away your pain. It can alleviate pain from your feet, your knees, your hips, your back. Trust us when we tell you we've been wearing our personalized arch supports that are precision fit to our needs. We want you to get into a Good Feet store and do it for yourself as well. It'll fit your lifestyle, your profession, all of your footwear. If the Good Feet arch supports work for you, you can leave with them that very same day. You're in and out of there in like 25 minutes, and you are catered to. They're going to balance test you. They're going to find out where you put your weight on your foot so they can get you to walk better for the first time in your life. Trust me, I had no idea I couldn't walk right until I walk out of there, but now I do, wearing the Good Feet arch supports. They've been in business for 30 plus years. They're in 200 locations plus across the United States and overseas. So visit them online, make an appointment at goodfeet.com or stop in store in Mission Valley where we went for a free test walk. Good Feet, improving the quality of people's lives 2 feet at a time. And coming up next, 7-Eleven has a delectable treat that Ben and Travis tried that they want me to experience.
Should I run and go get one?
Oh my God, maybe. Maybe.
Should you? Ben, can you hear me? I know you're on the phone.
Should he go to
Should I
7-Eleven?
run to 7-Eleven right now? Okay. All right.
Okay. We're doing that. Okay.
I'm heading out.
This is a complete surprise. I'll find out, and you will too, coming up next. We are back. And by the way, our iHeartRadio Music Festival is back as well. September 22nd and 23rd at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. 2 nights, 1 stage, live performances by the Foo Fighters, Fall Out Boy, Kelly Clarkson, and more. While the world is listening on the iHeartRadio, you could be there. 3 chances every single weekday for you to win your trip for $2 plus $1,000 in spending money. We've got your first chance to win coming up next Monday. Okay, so we are back. The show is back together. But then all of a sudden, Travis and Ben bring up the fact that we discussed it, or no, you didn't discuss it. You went to 7-Eleven and you tried something?
Well, neither of us brought food to work, and that is really crappy when you're on the carnivore diet, because if you don't have food at work, you're stuck with vending machine food, which none of that's carnivore. Even though there's some new stuff in there that looks amazing that we also want to try. So just after the show one day, we thought we would go get naked wieners down at 7-Eleven. Like no bun, no nothing, just the wiener.
Just raw dogging.
Raw dogging it. They did not have naked wieners, but they did have something else, which we grabbed and ate. And honestly, 7-Eleven doesn't miss.
Okay. All right. I'm excited to try this. So is it,
You'll just let it happen.
Okay.
We do have, so Joe Musgrove, his start got skipped yesterday.
Yeah.
Which they told us at the time, Bob Melvin did, that it was shoulder pain. And so Kevin Acey reports he'll be out until next Tuesday, meaning skipping one start in the middle there. There's some new news from Dennis Lynn this morning at The Athletic. I'll just read what he says. Musgrove, manager Bob Melvin explains, has felt minor but worsening shoulder stiffness in the past 2 or 3 outings. The sensation did not prevent Musgrove from running his streak of quality starts up to 9 or from pitching as well as any starter around. Take out his late April clunker and the lunar conditions of Mexico City, Musgrove's ERA would drop from 3.05 to 2.49. So this has been going on for a few weeks now. This is the first we've heard of it. But it sounds like Joe Musgrove dealing with some shoulder stuff, and they just really want him ready for that home stretch.
Interesting.
But pulling Musgrove out ahead of a Dodgers series, which he will not pitch in at all, is probably really pissing off Joe Musgrove.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the problem with shoulder stiffness. It could be something very minor. It could be a little pull of a ligament or a rotator cuff where it's like a teeny tiny little tear and it's fine. Or it could be the beginning of something more serious. Unfortunately, obviously, the amount of torque that these pitchers put on their elbow and their shoulders, those are the inflection point for the majority of the injuries you see. And it could be serious. So I'm glad that they're approaching this with some restraint because, like you said, you're going to need him for a stretch run here, especially if they're getting hot.
Well, there's another 4-game series against the Dodgers at some point this season. So you're going to need him a lot. Also from Dennis Lynn, the Padres were not done with just Rich Hill in terms of adding starting pitching. They wanted another one, could not find a deal. They tried to get Michael Lorenzen, who wound up going from the Tigers to the Phillies, and they tried to get Rodriguez, who opted to stay with Detroit by vetoing the deal with the Dodgers, which that was awesome. Eduardo Rodriguez, that was the best story of trade deadline day.
Yeah.
He said no to the Dodgers.
No thanks. I'm all
Screw
set.
you guys, I'm good in Detroit.
Dude, it's pretty amazing when. Well, look, I mean, it's happened in the past. Like, there are players who call their shots.
Trey Turner didn't want to be in LA.
No, yeah. I mean, did not. And so you get traded to the team, maybe not the team you want, but you start Xing some off the list. Damian Lillard, he called his shot. It's just one of those things that we're seeing more and more in sports, but these stories make me happy because obviously the worse the Dodgers do and the better the Padres do here in this season, especially, the better the outlooks are for them advancing in the NL, which is all you care about.
Unfortunately, and I'm not saying this is what's going to happen. I'm not trying to go doomsday on this, but I am saying that the Joe Musgrove thing, I couldn't help but reminding myself of what happened in the year where Dinelson Lamet was the ace of the Padres, and he was having like a damn near Cy Young year and then fell apart right before the playoffs because he got hurt and couldn't pitch, and he was only going like 2 innings at a time. Like, you just hope that the Joe Musgrove thing isn't serious enough and they caught it soon enough and are giving him rest soon enough to where it doesn't impact stuff in October.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so what can happen is a condition called frozen shoulder. If the stiffness worsens where you actually lose some mobility, and if you don't fix the root cause of that, you can end up losing it forever. You know what I mean? You could end up really screwing up your career. Or, I mean, like this can happen to people, if you know, I don't know, if you're lifting a heavy toolbox, you pull your shoulder out of its socket, it could happen to you. So, yeah, in this case, you're counting on this guy, so you got to
Big
proceed
time.
with caution.
In fact,
Big
like
time.
Blake Snell is going to be your day 1 starter in the playoffs, but Joe Musgrove would be number 2.
Yeah,
Like easily. Rich Hill is going to start Sunday, by the way, for the Padres against the Dodgers. We'll see how that goes, man. He's 43.
yeah,
He would be the oldest person on this show.
yeah. But he's seen a lot of their bats. Obviously, been in LA, been a lot of places. But yeah, Darvish gets to start here against the Dodgers tomorrow. Dodgers haven't announced their starters for the series yet. Snell will be next, and then after that, I mean, it's kind of a crapshoot. You assume it would be Rich Hill. That's the reason why they're bringing him in. You need an innings eater somewhere in this rotation, especially after moving some pitchers that got work here for the Padres rotation recently, and Weathers and Jackson Wolf. So, yeah, look, I mean, Padres at the deadline. Here's what I'll say. It wasn't overwhelming what they brought in.
No, but it wasn't surprising either. Like the people that they brought in were fits.
Yeah. Yeah. They were just people who would fit in the areas of need. Oh my gosh.
Son of
How
a-
did you get back here so fast?
The line was long. The line was long.
Yeah, but I mean, it was fast. That was, well, I guess it was like 7 minutes.
It was like 7 minutes.
Dude, that's incredible.
We have 1 minute. Should we eat now?
Well, I just
I'm
want to.
starving.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right. We could do it quick.
Here you go,
We could
here
do
you
it quick.
go.
Okay,
Hang on.
I'm not going to open my bag until you guys open your bag. So, you got a drink. Got a little Monster Energy.
A great Monster. It's sugar-free.
Oh, great is great.
Here's your treat.
Okay, so we have the little doggy bags from 7-Eleven. Travis just came bursting through the studio door. He's out of breath, so I'll do the talking here, and so will Ben. So you guys tried this last week.
Yeah, we did try this last week because we're carnivores.
Okay.
Actually, I think we did this on like Tuesday.
Okay, hang
The
on.
look on your face.
Hold that up to the camera. Tell me that don't look like a turd.
Dude, this is a warm. What the hell is this? It is a cylindrical, I'm assuming. Oh, wow. It actually smells delicious.
It's a cheeseburger.
It's a cheeseburger hot dog.
It's a cheeseburger hot dog. Yeah. Okay. So these rolling beauties are for sale
At 7-Eleven.
at 7-Eleven. So we went to go get a hot dog. Cheers. We went to get a hot dog. They were out of hot dogs, so we went with the hamburger tube.
You can go full Seagull on this if you want to. You don't even need to chew.
Listen, if we had a mustard packet, I'm telling you, it would take it to the next level. But we're not allowed to have mustard on the
Rich, get in
carnivore
there. You're
diet.
gonna
So
like
here
it.
you go.
All
Yeah,
right.
bite into the cheeseburger. Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
That's what we said. That's what we said.
I did not want to like this.
Good.
Not only is it good, this is going to be like a major part of my nutrients from now on.
7-Eleven doesn't miss, dude.
I'm joking to death.
Dude, they make the best pizza, and now, I mean, you can taste hot dog in the cheeseburger hot dog.
Yeah, you really can.
I don't know what's happening right now.
Hey, these are delicious.
Dude, I may go to 7-Eleven and get us more of these. How many did they have on the rollers?
They only have one more currently.
Oh my
But you know
gosh.
they're going to replenish.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
No,
And they'll go from frozen to cooked in like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
This is the best day of my life. This is the best day of my
Little
life.
Smashing Pumpkins you're hearing there in the background because they're going to be at North Island Credit Union Amphitheater next Thursday. For tickets and info, go to Ticketmaster.com. Congratulations to Miguel, who won himself a pair of those Smashing Pumpkins tickets. We do have another pair we're going to be giving away. So,
Sweet.
yeah, keep listening there. We also have Offspring tickets. They're going to be at North Island Credit Union Amphitheater next Tuesday. Go to Ticketmaster.com if you want info there. We have a pair of those to give away. And we have Ohio Players tickets who are going to be at Viejas Casino and Resort, the finest concert venue in San Diego. Viejas.com for more info, or keep listening because we got to give those away. So we have 3 pairs of tickets to give away in an hour.
Also coming up, the NFL's
I'm
most
done.
disappointing 2023 teams. Padres epiphany, breaking the bro code, and Tom Cruise's next target. All that next. It's Big Rich, TD, and Fletch on a Thursday.
It's hour 3 on Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. This update presented by Staples Stores. Padres, they dominate the Rockies last night, 11-1 final score in Colorado. They got homers from Hassan Kim. Gary Sanchez hit 2. Juan Soto hit 1. Fernando Tatis Jr. hits his 100th home run of his career. Day off today before the Friars take on the Dodgers for 4 at home at Petco Park starting on Friday. One note of concern for the Padres, Joey Musgrove, late scratch in yesterday's start due to shoulder pain. I guess it's been worsening over the last few weeks. He has been ruled out until next Tuesday when the Padres start a series with the Mariners. Elsewhere in baseball, Dodgers beat the A's 10-1. Giants take down the D-backs 4-2. And in the NFL, tonight is the Hall of Fame game at the Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton, Ohio, officially marking the start of NFL preseason games. We are 34 days away from the opener between the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs in KC at Arrowhead Stadium. Staples has great prices on all the back-to-school essentials. Now you can save even more with $25 back in rewards on your in-store purchase of $75 or more. Rewards members only, ends August 5th, redeemable in-store only. School on, save on at Staples.
Yeah! Woo! Yeah, we are back. Happy Thursday to those who celebrate. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. All three of us, Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, with you here forever and ever. We're not going anywhere. We're all together.
July 7th was the last time we all did a show together.
Oh, you went back and looked
for a full 3 hours.
Dude, that's crazy.
Oh my gosh, it was?
Mm-hmm.
Because at one point during your vacation, you popped in here with wearing full golf regalia and your clubs because we were going to go play in the long ball classic.
And started shouting things like, "Who gonna stop us?"
Yeah. Was I shouting that?
I think so.
Ain't nobody going to tell me where to bring my clubs. That's what he said.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was shouting that.
There was no going to. It was just going.
Who's gonna stop us?
Yeah.
Who's gonna stop? I am thug.
You are very hip.
Yeah.
How old are you, by the way?
I'm 44 years old.
Damn it, Rich Hill wouldn't be the oldest person on this show.
Oh wow.
Close though.
We should invite him anyways.
Definitely.
Dude.
Definitely. I talked about that yesterday of how successful my career is versus his career.
His career is almost over too. He's like, he's on the back nine. He's on the back
started. I'm just getting started. When I was running in the back door with a bag of 7-Eleven cheeseburger dogs, there was a couple sales people, and they're like, "What? Aren't you on the air?" And I was like, "I had to run to 7-Eleven." And then as they open the door for me, I hear, "Of course you did."
They love us.
Everybody in sales knows us because we're constantly running around like our hair's on fire in their area. They're like, please leave. It's a stampede. They're coming through again.
It's a lighter stampede now.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Like probably a little significantly lighter.
What's weird though is as I was running out the door, I felt like I was running real fast.
I'm telling you,
but
dude.
I wasn't though.
I don't know. You look fast leaving here.
My arms move faster.
Maybe can we do an over under by how much collective weight we've lost?
Okay, so you started at 280.
I added a quarter pound. 286.
286, 282, something like that.
Fattest I've ever been in my life.
Hang on.
By the way,
286.
in my life.
Rich, what were you?
I was 306. That's also almost equivalent with as fat as I've ever been in my life.
Holy crap. Collectively, we weighed 871 pounds.
God. Good Lord.
It's honestly, we are nearly half a ton.
Oh my God.
Next level fat guy works.
Dude, you know what? When we got in Ben's Tacoma, like we were almost at its like capacity.
It's capacity.
Yeah. Like if we get in the bed of your truck, the shocks are gonna go, no!
We have to look up the gross vehicle weight ratio in order to get in the vehicle.
So if 4 weeks ago, we were at 871.
Yeah.
What is the over or under on where we are now?
I'm gonna guess
861.
On
no way we've only lost 10 pounds as a group. I think I've lost 10 pounds myself.
You have?
I think so, yeah.
I'm gonna guess we're gonna lose averaging because somebody a little bit more than somebody else. It'll probably be average around 8 pounds per person. I bet we lose 24 pounds. Total.
Wow, that's
like it because when you first
all right, there's the line 847. Texters, YouTubers, everyone involved. Over under next Monday, 847 pounds.
What was our starting weight again?
861.
Wow. Wow. Jesus.
847. God, that's still a massive number. I feel like I shouldn't have eaten that 7-Eleven cheeseburger dog.
That was
Probably
so
not.
good.
And next week, are you guys on board with adding in workouts?
Working out?
Okay. Yeah.
So what I said was 100 push-ups per show or 100 somethings per show.
Okay,
could
but
be
check this
lunges,
out.
could be push-ups.
Collectively?
Check this
No,
out.
each.
Check this out.
Damn it.
That's
How
10 per
about, how
break.
about instead of us doing it, what if we got some free weights in here and had a couple like real buff gold gym guys just the whole time and you hear weights clanking,
Yeah.
Just the entire time. And it's like we're working out.
Here's Rocco and Guido. These are our two friends.
No, think about it. We hold ourselves accountable, so we leave cameras on the entire time, and we do 10 push-ups, 10 lunges, 10 squats, 10 crunches.
Lunging on the camera.
No, per break. There you go. Deep eye contact.
Just staring into the lens of the camera.
It's just like it's gonna jumpstart us a little bit because right now we're doing a really good job. I think all three of us of eating healthier. Our bodies do look better. Travis's face looks a lot skinnier.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if the neck
I
has
may have
changed.
lost 8 pounds in the
That's
in
why
the
you're
face.
moving so fast. So much more
My
aerodynamic.
head on a swivel. Head on a swivel.
Wind is just whipping by your cheeks way faster.
But can we jumpstart it a little bit and maybe lose more weight by the next time we weigh in? That was a gross sound. Maybe the grossest sound I've ever heard, other than Coco de Crema.
Yeah, Coco de Crema makes a really, really revolting sound when you squeeze the bottle and it's getting towards the bottom of it. It is just the wettest, most disgusting. Like, how would you describe it? I don't know.
Yeah, there
Was
it is.
that it? Oh, play it again.
Wow. Yeah. I like the little jazz piano in the background.
So the Padres won 11-1.
Yeah. Speaking of Coco de Crema, the Padres won, and tomorrow's Bar Card Friday.
Oh,
Boom,
my
baby.
gosh.
Man, brought to you by Keg and Bottle.
It's a healthy Bar Card Friday.
Oh, what are we doing?
Oh,
Non-alcoholic.
What?
Mhm.
That sucks. No, I'm kidding.
We got. I think it's a. They are bringing real vodka also, so I think we can do a side by side.
wait,
Oh,
we're
good,
making
good,
we're
good,
making
good,
mocktails.
Yeah, mocktail.
Actually, that does sound cool.
Mocktails are so hot right now.
There's gonna be non-alcoholic vodka, non-alcoholic whiskey, non-alcoholic tequila, plus a real vodka, so we could do something like a side by side.
Oh,
maybe.
yeah, we can, test it out.
Mhm.
First of all, when Anne was pregnant, we did mocktails all the time. And like, especially when you do frozen drinks like a pina colada or, whatever, like a Miami Vice or a frozen strawberry daiquiri, you don't miss, you're just
right.
drinking a fruit smoothie.
Exactly. Exactly.
And it just makes you happy. So so these fake or not fake, but alcohol-free spirits, they taste like the vodka, but they don't have the stuff that gets you drunk.
I don't know. I've never had an
Oh,
NA
wow.
before.
All right. Well, I'm excited to
I
try
have
it.
had non-alcoholic beer before, and honestly, it's pretty nice.
It tastes like beer.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Lagunitas had one for a while that was really tasty.
I one time drank several of those accidentally at a backyard barbecue.
Yeah.
Why am I not drunk?
Well, because I was at somebody's house who I didn't know it was like a friend of a friend. And so I'm going to this like red bucket the whole time and I'm drinking the beers. It was just like one of those big red lawn bins filled with ice, all these beers. I didn't recognize the brand, but I'm not a beer snob. So I was just cracking them open and slamming them down. I probably had like 4 of these. The only thing it made me do is have to pee a lot. And I'm just like, when is this going to kick in? Like, I was just kind of like, well, all right, I guess
My tolerance level is so high
I'm
now.
gonna cruise into number 5 here. And
I thought it would have
completely-
been way funnier if they didn't tell us it was a non-alcoholic brand.
Oh,
To
and
see
then we
what our
all
reactions
acted
would have
drunk?
been. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm white girl
All of
wasted
a sudden,
again.
Travis is doing the,
I cover my face.
oh my God.
I could not feel my face.
Yeah, the moonshine day.
Was that the moonshine day?
Yeah. Dude,
Wow.
that guy came in here. Mike, he
Mhm.
came in here and he had a full-on moonshiner's beard with him
Yes,
too.
he did. Yes, he did.
Oh, well, you know what? And pretty short order after that, we started our next level fit guy stuff summer. And so I drank all of the cream moonshine, the espresso cream moonshine.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Like it
good
came
call.
home in 2 days, it was gone because I was like, well, this isn't going to be on our diet.
exactly
You're
right.
incredible.
Mine's still sitting in the fridge. I haven't cracked it open.
man.
I know.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait till the stupid diet's done.
619. I believe in you guys. I'll take the under. So under
Wow.
847 pounds. 714.
That's
Can you
not a
guys give
good
the
choice.
detail of the carnivore diet you're doing? I'm curious as to what breakfast is. So you can do eggs on our diet.
Yeah,
You can
just-
do sharp cheddar cheese, but that's about it. You can do obviously meat. I've been eating
Wait,
pork chops
You
like
can
all the
do
time.
cheese?
Only sharp cheddar.
Okay, it depends on which one you look up. We've had
Oh.
this discussion several times while you've been gone because there's certain carnivore diets that say a hard cheese is okay.
Okay, I haven't done cheese really at all. When it's on something like that, I'm assuming that was a cheeseburger. I don't know if there was cheese in that
And it
cheeseburger.
probably
dog
wasn't a
from
hard
7-Eleven.
cheese. It was probably like nacho cheese.
That was probably American cheese.
Yeah,
Because American cheese gets gooey.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
and
good.
You're not supposed to eat American cheese.
Okay.
But like if you like
That's
a
all
block
I eat,
of
man.
Tillamook sharp cheddar
These
cheese,
colors don't run.
that's okay.
That's right. You're damn right. I'm not going to go with Swiss. Those cowards. American.
American cheese.
949 non-alcoholic bar cart Friday is like saying you're going to a strip club, but you're really going to a nursing home.
Ooh. But you know what? Something tells me on a bar cart Friday, even on a mocktail bar cart Friday, the boys are going to bring in a few drinks.
Yeah.
You know, that's all I'm saying.
And by the
That's all I'm
way,
saying.
at those senior citizens nursing homes, they put out.
Yeah, they do.
Um,
Yeah, go to
there's this place
grannyzone.com.
in
Ben
Florida.
loves it.
I cannot believe you guys showed my father grannyzone.com.
Did he talk about it afterwards?
No,
What?
that is like one of those do not talk subjects.
Did he- are
we
you
showed him
sure?
so many pictures.
Did he sign up?
Yes.
Probably. I don't know. There's a lot of nudity.
I love how. Hang on, let me just pull it
Well,
up real quick. Granny Zone. I love how when I type it, GR brings me right to it. Okay, and let's see if you're still logged in. You are.
Okay,
and
good.
You've gotten a couple new messages.
And we're officially back. The boys are back.
There are so many messages.
Whoa, Debbie has sent you a message, and her
Oh my God.
thumbnail. Look, Debbie likes to play.
Yeah.
Don't show it to the camera.
Okay,
We'll get
well,
kicked
well,
off YouTube.
wait.
That doesn't look like a grandma.
No, well,
I'm pretty far away.
That also looks like a stock photo. Like she bought that from
Oh
Getty Images.
wait a second. Read the top line of the first message. Well, you can't read it out loud.
Oh my God.
She used the word mercilessly. Let's put it this way.
No, we don't need to put it anyway.
You're gonna be putting it somewhere, my friend. Oh no!
You know how good those Padres are?
Let's-
Oh my God.
Let's put it this way: the path less traveled. You can't put it that way for Debbie. Anyways, yeah, the Padres won 11-1 over the Rockies last night. And goodness gracious,
I wonder if they could like put a stitch in or something. I feel bad for Debbie. Was it Debbie?
I would like to vomit.
All right. Actually, while we're back into it, let's go to Gloriana. Okay, here's Gloriana. That is not a microphone she's holding.
Gloriana made up name.
She
Yeah.
it says
You know
blah
what?
blah 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 blah. A lot of men are here to talk, but don't do anything. That's why I'm taking things into my own hands. I hope I'm in the right place. Am I? Are you
No.
also looking for sex contacts?
You know what's great is when you open these messages, there's like several because Ben didn't respond.
What do you mean, Ben? I've never logged in once.
Ben-
And by the way, Gloriana, I'd like to introduce you to our pal Miguel, who is looking for foursomes.
That is a good point. Yeah,
Oh,
when Miguel
man.
won those Smashing Pumpkins
We do
tickets.
need to make shirts.
Yeah. For our golf tournament,
Yeah.
our golf day, free golf with Ben, Rich, and Travis. Our foursome. Well, Gloriana would
Presented
love
by
to be
Longball.
involved.
Presented by Longball.
Knock, knock, she says. Who's there, you ask? Me again.
This was her second
This is
message.
her second message. You might have overlooked my last message, or maybe you didn't even see it. So tell me, what are you looking for? All right, I'm just going to write a car. A car.
Got a new car.
I know, but dude.
But still, oh wow, they give you suggestions of people who have cars.
Wow.
So Fernando Tatis Jr. hit his 100th career home run yesterday.
Does he have a
Darnay
car?
Tripp put up the stat that if you were to actually condense how many games he's actually played compared to how many home runs he's hit, that would be averaging about 45 homers per 162 games. Now, unfortunately, Fernando Tatis, outside of the COVID year, has never played a full season. So we've never seen his numbers projected out over a full season. So basically, Fernando Tatis Jr. is really good. He's one of like 6 players in Major League Baseball history to get to 100 home runs and as fast as he got to 100 home runs.
Fernando Tatis Jr., when available, is one of the best baseball players this city has ever had. And I mean, you're
this
talking,
country has ever had.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's that good. The problem is durability is everything. We talk about this all the time. I wish he was more available than he's been over the course of his career, but that's been a frustration. Now,
well, yeah, imagine how much faster he would have gotten to 100 if he was playing all the time.
I mean, we would have been talking about this at the beginning of last year, probably.
Yeah, and it would have been maybe the fastest ever to 100.
Unreal. Yeah, it's kind of sad, but at the same token, I mean, I think the journey that's gotten him here has humbled him a little bit. You know, I think that he's probably a little less. Look, he was never. I don't know. He never seemed selfish. He never seemed about himself. But I do think that he seemed immature.
Look, we don't know the extent of the steroid use that was happening. From what we've heard, it was cholesterol. It was a topical ointment. It wasn't that big of a deal. But PEDs are PEDs. But what we do know is I think he was doing it to try to get back to his team faster because he feels like he had let his team down.
The 949 is curious about the timing of getting your new truck and being on Granny Zone. And now they're questioning.
How about the
In
timing
fact,
of
we
getting?
We don't know if what you said is accurate to us.
How about the fact of the timing of getting a new truck when the Jeep broke down? That is what makes more sense.
Well, yeah, but the Jeep broke down, and then you got on Granny Zone.
I'm just saying, and you rolled in the Jeep for a little while longer there while we were probably 2 months into the Granny Zone thing, and all of a sudden he has to go on a long drive to
that's right.
visit family
That's
up
right.
north.
That's right.
He never
Kendall can't go.
Yeah. I'm going solo.
Gonna be off the grid.
What are you getting? At one point he was like, well, I don't even know which car. I was like, what does that mean?
I did go visit a grandma on that trip. My grandma.
Yeah.
Oh,
is that what you call her?
Take pictures?
Is her name Gloriana?
Yeah.
No, her name is Betty.
Yep.
Betty Lou.
And she used to have a Caprice Classic.
Not anymore. That got traded for a Tacoma.
That's right. Used it as a down payment.
Guys, today is the start of the NFL season. Fernando Tatis Jr. just hit a landmark milestone in his career.
How many does he have for the year? 20?
Not sure, but I know Shmeri Schmanchez is actually like catching up to him.
He's got 14.
Scary Manchez. By the way, I looked this up. 14. He has more home runs than any catcher in Major League Baseball since he debuted on May 30th.
Fernando has 19.
Unreal.
Wow.
Dude, it's crazy.
It's just crazy.
Well,
Scary.
Gary Sanchez comes in bunches. Shmeri Schmanchez.
Codename Scorpio.
They come in bunches because usually if he hits one in a game, he's going to hit a second in a game.
Oh, he hit
He
two
has to have-
yesterday.
I think he has 4 multi-home run games with the Padres.
Good God, man. Gosh. He's the wind scorpion.
I tell you right now, you got to sign him to a 14-year contract.
Okay,
1
this is
million
actually
ASAP.
becoming a topic. Like, you're going to have to sign not only Gary Sanchez, but Hassan Kim, who's been the MVP of the league over the last month and a half. You're going to have to sign both of them to contracts.
What's Sanchez making right now? Like $1 million
nothing.
bucks. It's like
Yeah.
I think it's like 1.1 million or something.
And
like that.
Hassan Kim is on an extremely team-friendly deal that he signed when he came over from Korea.
Gary Sanchez is actually being paid in 7-Eleven cheeseburger hot dogs.
He wishes.
Dude, yeah.
He actually has to change his first name to Subway, and he's getting $50,000 in Subway gift cards. By the way, I don't know if you saw that story while on vacation.
No.
So Subway, if they're putting down a promotion, if you legally change your name to Subway, they will give you 50 grand in Subway gift
I
cards.
said if Travis does the work, I'll do it.
I mean, Subway Fletcher?
Subway Fletcher has a good ring to
It's
it.
got a good. It sounds great. We were going to submit your name since you weren't here to stop us.
Yeah.
But Subway Fletcher sounded so perfect.
We
And Rich has a Wikipedia page.
are going to have
Oh.
to change your, unfortunately, your grannyzone.com name.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, no, Fletch
Oh, wait,
loves it.
yeah, it's the word.
Yeah. It's
Yes,
Fletch
yeah.
loves 69-year-olds is the current
what do
handle.
you like
Subway
realistically?
Fletcher works.
What
Yeah.
could I flip $50,000 worth of Subway
But
gift cards for?
What
30?
about how about this? Now, just hear me out, and I think you're really gonna like this, and so are the folks at Granny Zone. Footlong Fletcher.
Good, sweet God. You're an idea man. I love you for it.
Throw them on the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah, but you
Subway,
get sued for defamation.
Subway Footlong Fletcher.
That is misrepresenting me wholeheartedly.
Wait a minute, you have Subway sandwiches.
Yeah.
Come
We're
on.
not talking about
Wait,
anything
what are you
other
talking about?
than we're talking about just good old-fashioned American bologna.
Cold cut combo.
Yeah, buddy.
I do
Yeah.
love a cold cut combo.
Who does?
Come on.
Oh, they renamed all the sandwiches now.
I know it's
You
kind of
going-
unfortunate.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
even
I
know
don't
what to
know.
order.
I-
Like, can I
can't-
order a champion
Yeah.
on whole wheat? On honey wheat?
I tried about 30 times to order the Danger Witch. No one knew what I was talking about.
Well, it was because you were whispering. You got thrown out of 3 Subways because you were.
brought spicy Russell Wilson back yesterday.
He was here.
We were talking about him. 'Cause he's
Pretty
a little
spicy.
I hated that commercial so much.
Oh man,
Okay, Rich.
he's back.
He's back.
Is he
back.
whispering again? Is he doing more whispering?
No,
ads?
we're,
Sean
Sean
Payton's
Payton.
bringing it back.
Yeah, Sean Payton hasn't let him do that yet. But he
Sean
will.
Payton also got drunk and talked a bunch of crap about the Jets. That was also while you were gone.
Oh, I saw that story. I was talking a little bit about that, man. He was like, yeah, you give me 2 lattes. All I want to do is just talk smack on Nathaniel Hackett.
Well-
That's always been my story.
We'll get to that coming up in the next segment because now Nathaniel Hackett is coming back and he's like, dude broke the bro code.
I love this so much.
Did
Yeah.
you also see there's video that surfaced and it hasn't been confirmed that it's Sean Payton, but it's Sean Payton. You could
Okay.
see like it's
Okay.
I'll show you the video.
Yeah. maybe
Him
you said-
taking bong rips with like 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds.
Jesus. What is going on in the NFL right now?
It's insane.
That's fine as long as you're not betting.
Yeah. We're cool with that.
But
We're
think,
cool.
like Travis Kelsey punched a teammate. Sean
Yeah.
Payton went on a drunken rant. Nathaniel Hackett and Aaron Rodgers have both clapped back. Jonathan Taylor, one of the best running backs in the league, is now on the outs in Indianapolis. Jim Irsay is flying a orca from enclosure in Miami into the Pacific Ocean.
Yep.
Spending $20 million to do so.
That's good. That's good use of money.
Operation
Not
Orca
the,
Drop.
by the way, not the best use for an orca, but
No,
good
right.
use of money.
Yeah.
Also, what the Cleveland Browns have destroyed an airplane.
Yeah, that
Just
happened.
crazy. Everyone
That
needs
happened.
to just take
And
a
then
big
who-
chill pill, take a step back, and drink a long ball.
Who was it with Dak Prescott?
Oh, that was Trayvon Diggs.
Trayvon Diggs.
He
Yeah,
said,
Trayvon.
"Shut your BA up."
Yeah,
Wait, I love it.
it's
I love
coming
it.
together.
We're here, 5 p.m.
together.
The season kick or the preseason kicks off with a Hall of Fame game.
Every single person in the NFL would do a lot better if they just took a seat in their big chairs and drank a long ball. It would relax them. It would cool them out a little bit because I just want everyone out there, especially NFL players and coaches, to imagine a beverage inspired by America's favorite pastimes. Do you have that in your head? Good. Well, let me introduce you to the world's finest lemon iced tea, ready to drink cocktail that can keep the party going all day long. This is so much nicer now that you don't have to leave the studio because I can
Oh, I
riff
know.
with you about long balls.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you
Yeah.
prefer them over ice? Do you prefer them straight out of the can?
Okay, so I only had them over a can until one day when we were in here
Mhm.
and there was a few ice cubes
Mhm.
and they went in a cup and I gotta tell you there was something special about it poured over ice.
No, I love one over ice too. I
Gosh.
really do. I did not drink one last night, but I was hosting a few people over at my house, and I gave them all a long ball, and I put it over ice for them. And
I like
rave
that.
reviews came from
I
all.
like that.
We played some Mario Party, drank some long ball. It was a great afternoon.
Mario Party.
Love Mario Party. You want to get down on some Mario Party? Come on
Yeah,
over.
let's do Mario Party.
Long balls were crafted in San Diego, January 2023. It's shareable, it's crushable, it's a canned cocktail with just 3 ingredients: iced tea, natural flavors, and clean alcohol. 123 calories, just 5 grams of sugar. Long balls have that clean, refreshing finish that'll keep you in the game all day long. And our friends over at Long Ball, Dennis and Daniel O'Connor, they have really showed out and given our listeners a great opportunity and given us a great opportunity. We get to go play with golf with you. And that's what we want to do. So we have selected our first name. We're going out next Thursday. More details on that come Monday when Daniel O'Connor is in studio with us. But you have an opportunity to win for next month. So head over to sportssd.com. I will put it in the YouTube chat right now. We'll put it up on Twitter later today. There is a link, and you can find sportssd.com/contest to find a page where you can sign up to play a free round of golf with us, presented by our friends over at Long Ball.
What is the website for long ball? Is it longball.com?
Longballshooter.com?
Longballshooter.com.
Is that what you're asking for?
Yeah, longballshooter.com, because you can go there and you can type in where you live and it'll show you where long ball's being sold. There's a Shell station just down the road from my house that has it right in the cooler. And I stopped by and grabbed myself a couple 4-packs and I'm better for it. I'll
You know
tell
what you
that
did?
much. What's
You
that?
went long. Tease nuts. Please drink responsibly. Longballshooter.com.
I did go long ball. No, that's good stuff, and I cannot wait. And how are we picking the names, by the way? I don't think we did it, right? It was done offsite.
Taylor and Jeff.
Okay, Taylor and Jeff, they reached into the bag of names, they pulled one out.
And it will be announced on Monday.
It'll be announced on Monday. I can't wait. We're gonna have long balls Monday.
Oh, we're gonna have long balls Monday and Thursday.
Gosh, I can't wait. And then we're golfing the same week.
Yeah, on Thursday next week.
Dude, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Well, we touched on it a little bit, but Sean Payton, Nathaniel Hackett, Aaron Rodgers in the mix. Apparently, they're breaking the bro code, and the first game of the NFL season has already been flexed. Apparently, we'll talk about it coming up next.
Coming up here in just a minute, the most disappointing teams in the NFL and also bro code broken. We'll break it down next.
This update is presented by Staples Stores. We'll start off here with the Padres. They took down the Rockies last night, 11-1 in Colorado. They got home runs from Hassan Kim, Gary Sanchez, Juan Soto. Fernando Tatis Jr. hit his 100th home run of his career. Day off today for the Padres. They take on the Dodgers next. 4 games at Petco Park. That begins on Friday. Joe Musgrove is going to miss a little bit of time here. He'll miss one full rotation. He's a late scratch in yesterday's start due to shoulder pain. He's been ruled out until next Tuesday when the Padres face the Mariners. Elsewhere in baseball, Dodgers beat the A's 10-1. Giants take down the D-backs 4-2. In the NFL, it's back, people. The Hall of Fame game is tonight. Jets, Browns at the Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton, Ohio. That is the official start of preseason games. Jets are going to be taking on the Browns. NBC, 5 o'clock if you want to watch. Staples has great prices on all the back-to-school essentials. Right now, you can save even more with $25 back in rewards on your in-store purchase of $75 or more. Rewards members only. Ends August 5th. Redeemable in-store only. School on, save on at Staples.
Big Rich, CD, and Fletch. I feel like there's something I'm probably supposed to read here. Yes, our iHeartRadio Music Festival is back. It's happening September 22nd and 23rd at T-Mobile Arena out in Las Vegas. We're talking 2 nights on one stage, and the lineup is absolutely massive. Foo Fighters, Fall Out Boy, Kelly Clarkson, Tim McGraw, and more. The list keeps going on and on and on. And while the world is listening on iHeartRadio, you could be there. 3 chances every weekday for you to win your trip for 2 plus $1,000 spending cash. And we got your first chance coming up to win next Monday. So stay tuned for that. Also still have a slew of tickets we got to give out. So I guess we should do that this segment. We need to give at least 1 pair.
Ohio players are going this segment,
Ohio
so keep
players.
listening.
Okay.
All right. So if you want to see the Ohio players tomorrow night, you're going to be needing to listen here. All right. So 5 disappointing teams. We'll buzz through this quick, and then we'll talk about how the bro code got broke in the NFL. Bleacher Report, based off of win total expectations, have listed the Jets, the Ravens, the Bills. Who else was on this list? Jets, Ravens, Bills, Browns. And Saints.
Mhm.
As the 5 teams that they
the most
say.
shocking thing about this article was that the Saints are projected to win 9.5.
Yeah, right.
Like,
right.
did adding Derek Carr make them that much better?
Well-
Because Alvin Kamara is going to be suspended to start the season, most likely. He had a
Right.
meeting with Roger Goodell yesterday. Schefter put out that most likely there's a suspension coming. But the Saints at 9.5? That seemed a little lofty to me.
Yeah. I mean, to me, I feel like the Saints get 9 wins. I would take the under on 9.5.
Then 9.5 is a great line, but I mean, I would
Right.
have them around 7. Like, I don't
Okay.
know how much better they really got. Their defense is getting older. You added Derek Carr. That's great.
I know,
sure.
but who else is in that division?
Yeah. I mean, you have Tampa, you have Carolina, both breaking in new starting quarterbacks. I mean, yeah, Baker's a retread, but it'll either be him or Kyle Trask. In Carolina, you have a brand new head coach there with Frank Reich.
But the Saints had the same win total as the Jets, who added Aaron Rodgers.
What did the Saints? How many games did the Saints and Jets win last year?
Yeah, I don't know.
7?
Jets won 7.
Was it 7?
I believe so. Or
Yeah.
6.
Let's
I know
see.
the Jets started hot last year and then fell off completely.
Jets went 7-10.
Okay.
Who else do you want to know?
Saints.
Oh, Saints.
Wrong. Saints went 7-10.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so all right.
Did they both get 2.5 games better? I think the Jets got
the Jets
2.5 games
did.
better.
The biggest surprise on this list to me is the Jets. The Saints don't surprise me as much. The one that makes perfect sense though. The Browns to me, man, like I just don't see it.
No.
I mean,
Unless Deshaun has a 180 turnaround from what he was last year.
yeah.
Like if he's back to vintage Houston Deshaun, where remember that playoff game? I think it was against the Cardinals, where they were down like 24 something.
Oh yeah.
And he came all the way back and made some of the most incredible plays I've ever seen.
He was, I should say, an incredible quarterback.
Just a side note, by the way, when you're talking about the Saints, as we get past that, but the NFC South was 1 with an 8-9 record.
Yeah.
I mean, so
yeah.
sorry, we carry on.
Yeah, the Browns to me is the biggest surprise on the list. But we'll see. Like you said, are the Saints 2 wins better with Derek Carr? That's lofty. But the Jets I could see being 2 games better with.
Now, where I could see the Saints really improving is if Michael Thomas plays a full season with
Yeah.
Derek Carr, and maybe he gets that slant back, and then Chris Olave taking the top off defenses. Chris Olave is a fantastic wide
he was
receiver.
almost rookie of the year or offensive rookie.
I'd say he should have been probably, but he is an incredible product out of San Diego. Also, Chris Olave.
Mhm.
But like the Saints' offense, I do think is going to get better, but that defense is getting older.
The Bills they have at 10.5 wins.
That seems low to me.
That seems low.
I don't know. Actually, now that you mention it, the Bills are another team that I could see underperforming that 10.5. I say that's a 10-win team or worse.
Do we get another
Really?
Ken Dorsey
Really?
freak out?
I would take the Bills under right now. If in fact,
Wow.
I would think that's the best value bet on this board because they have to contend with the Jets who now have Aaron Rodgers and they're going to be just full of, vim and vigor this upcoming season. You have a rebuilt Miami team, a healthy Tua.
Tua looks fantastic, by the way.
Yeah, his
in
camp's been
preseason.
good. His camp's been good. Yeah.
But can he play more than 9 games? We'll see.
By the way, speaking of that division, speaking of the Jets, Nathaniel Hackett fires back at Sean Payton. Bro code broken.
He broke the bro code, dude.
He goes, before we get started, this is at like an off-season podium speech where he was taking some questions. He goes, before we get started, I just want to say something real quick. Obviously, last week has been a very unique week, I think, for this organization. And I've been involved in business my whole life, 43 years. And as a coach and a coach's kid, we live in glass house. We know that. We all live in different rooms. We've each got a key for it. And it's one of those things where that's the code. There's a way things are done in that house. And you know what? This past week, it's frustrating. It sucks. But we're all susceptible to it.
I think Sean Payton is just figuring out this is my last stop as a coach. Like he already retired once, but we knew it wasn't a real retirement. So he's thinking Denver's his last stop. And if it doesn't work, he'll just go off into the limelight.
Yeah, Sean Payton literally said there were 20 dirty hands on Russell Wilson last year.
Yeah, dude.
Hackett's were one of them.
You know what was great is so he came out, he apologized. He said, "Look, sorry, still had my my commentator's hat on. You're right. I shouldn't have said those things." But then yesterday during a press conference, maybe it's the day before yesterday, during a press conference, Sean Payton says, Russell Wilson looking good. Still working on fixing some things that went wrong.
As a Denver Broncos fan, are you on board with Sean Payton kind of just throwing everything to the wind?
Yeah, I kind of dig it.
So do I.
Yeah, I kind of dig it. I have really no problem with it at all. The only problem I have with it is week 5 when they play the Jets, the Broncos are going to get the S kicked out of them. That's what's going to happen.
You said the game has been.
We look dumb.
You said a game's been flexed. Is that the game?
That's the game.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Yes.
They're talking about that being.
I didn't even know you could
game.
flex in week 5.
I think they made up this is now called the Payton rule.
Yeah, exactly.
The Sean Payton rule. They're now allowing this. So what's
the bro code?
It's the bro code
Wait,
game.
what did they get flexed into? Is it Thursday night? Because there were new rules for Thursday night.
Let me see what they've said. They haven't actually flexed it yet, but they're talking about it. It's going to happen. I mean, because this is going to be the storyline the NFL is going to pump up. Why wouldn't they?
I was listening to Jonas Knox yesterday, and he was like, "Screw it, screw the rules, whatever. Move that to week 1."
Yes.
He's like, flex that game to week 1.
Just flip flop whatever the games they play in week, whatever it is.
It's currently an afternoon game. It's a 125 game, and they want to move it to prime time. They haven't said what day or time yet. So
I think
I would
Thursday
imagine
might be the only option because I think that's the only one with the new flex rules.
Or Sunday night.
Week 5 is the first time Sunday night games can be flexed. So week 5. So they want to move it to Sunday night.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I listen. To me the Broncos. Or Sean Payton specifically, the reason why this happened is because he still had his analyst hat on and he had a hard time like turning it off, especially around a guy, Jarrett Bell, who apparently knows from USA Today. They have a standing relationship. Or B, he knows based on what he's seen from Russell Wilson that he's going to suck bad like this season.
He doesn't want blame on him.
And he doesn't want blame on him. He's going to be like, look, I tried to rebuild him, but Nathaniel Hackett ruined him. And I think we all know how good I am because just look at Drew Brees, who, I mean, was the most accurate quarterback of all time and genetically seemed hardwired to work harder than anybody else and was a great leader and a rocket arm at times. And
thank God Nathaniel Hackett didn't get a hold of him.
Yeah, because otherwise I couldn't say Breeze either. But Anyways, we're going to draft a quarterback in the 2024 season and just pray for the best.
Good thing
because
Russell
I'm
Wilson
going to
is
be here
so.
for 5 years.
Yeah.
Good thing Russ is so inexpensive.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, definitely.
We really got him on a discount.
Look back on that.
I'm
That's
sure they don't miss Noah Fant, Drew Lock at all.
I said those words exactly when Russell Wilson signed that contract with the Broncos. I'm like, that is a discount that they just got.
We all said that. We
Yeah.
thought it was.
Oh, it was life changing for a Bronco fan. It was like, finally, after the Peyton era, here we go,
Russell Wilson, and now we're like, Russell Wilson.
And they have all sorts of they have 3 tight ends who are all vying for the TE1 spot, which Russ has always loved throwing to tight ends. They do have 2 receivers who both should be really good.
Hey guys,
Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy.
I have 2 things that I have to say. First and foremost, 844-570-1360. That's 844-570-1360. If you want to go see the Ohio Players Live at VA House Casino and Resort tomorrow night, you got to call right now. 844-570-1360. Caller number 5 gets those tickets. Also coming up next, do we still have a pair of Smashing Pumpkins tickets to give away?
Yeah, we have Smashing Pumpkins and the Offspring.
So keep listening, and I have a tip for us all to get better at golf.
We tried it. It didn't work.
And Tom Cruise on the prowl.
Oh, you're damn right. That's next. Coming up next, get better at golf by losing some clothing. That's next. Yeah, Smashing Pumpkins playing San Diego. Your opportunity to win those tickets. I think we should do it right now.
Yeah, do it right now.
844-570-1360. Caller number 7. We're going to send you to the Smashing Pumpkins at North Island Credit Union Amphitheater next Thursday. More info at Ticketmaster.com. But 7th caller is not going to need any more info.
Right.
We're going to need your info so we can give you the tickets so you could go see the Smashing Pumpkins next year.
Tootin'. Darn tootin'. We still have Offspring tickets we're going to be giving away. They're going to be at North Island Credit Union Amphitheater next Tuesday. Tickets and info there at Ticketmaster.com, or just keep listening. Do you want to just give them a time?
Yeah.
Okay, so 8:55 if you want to go see the Offspring next Tuesday. But right now, the phones are lit up. People wanting to go see Smashing Pumpkins. I like that a lot. And the Offspring, we're going to get them in studio? What's up, Ben?
We'll try. We kind of got that. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
If they want
to. All right. So Paige Sporanic, if you don't follow her on Instagram or TikTok,
you're doing yourself a disservice.
Or onlypage.com. Yeah. She is a well-endowed golfer.
Yeah. Yes.
She said, I want it on record that I wore a golf-appropriate outfit today, and it didn't help my score. I shoot lower the less I wear.
It's science.
So she tweeted that, was that yesterday? I believe, it was yesterday. And I'm so supportive of this tweet.
Yeah. Listen, the golf-appropriate outfit also
not
pretty
bad.
Nice.
I mean, that's fine.
I mean,
covered up to the mid bicep, covered up all the way to the mid thigh.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a very nice look. Everything's nice.
It's great.
But just go ahead and thumb through some of the older videos.
Here's another golf outfit. Less going on there on the outfit department.
There's so much going on there.
Better golf, apparently.
Better golf.
So Paige did a hour and a half video with Bob Does Sports, those guys.
Yeah.
And I watched the whole thing, and it was honestly because I watch most of their videos anyways, but it was hilarious hearing her talk about her DMs.
Yeah. Oh, I can't even imagine.
It was the funniest thing ever because she was just having the conversation with Bob, who is very deadpan and kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen that out on the course.
Nope.
But I guess I haven't been around pros.
We also tried not wearing as many clothes playing golf, and it didn't help us.
Actually, that is a good point.
We took our shirts off last time we were golfing.
At the Long Ball Classic, although I did
like
sink a 60-footer for the win.
You did.
It was so good.
That was topless.
You also sunk like a 40-foot birdie putt at one point through a maze of long balls.
Yeah.
That's right. I had a good day golfing.
After you shotgun
Rich
the
and
long
I
ball.
had we give Jim Sheet a lot of credit. Rich, you and I were responsible for 2 birdies by
Didn't
ourselves.
do anything.
I was blistering drunk that day. I mean, I drank so many long balls. I was just telling Travis that day we were at hole 14. I'm like, I'm going to walk into this clubhouse and literally just talk gibberish to people if I don't slow down here. I had a million long balls.
Yeah, I don't even know how many I had. Every time I ran into someone, they handed us a long ball.
Or Dennis was there with the bottle of the booze, just pouring it down our throat.
Yeah,
or Tony was on one of the holes offering shots of tequila.
Oh, we did the tequila shots. That was right. And then we did transfusions.
We did those as well.
We had like a 12-pack of Cures.
You know what's crazy?
You could say we overdid it, but I like to say we did it.
Yeah, you know I would do it again tomorrow in a heartbeat. That day was awesome.
By the way, did you guys see who Tom Cruise is ready, in quotes, per source, is ready to pounce on?
Paige
the
Sporanic.
quote.
Not Paige Sporanic.
No. But I mean, I would say equally beautiful.
Yeah. This falls in more of the MILF category.
Mm-hmm.
This Sofia Vergara,
she's married.
Just got a divorce.
Newly divorcee. Yeah.
What was that guy's name? Brad something?
Who cares?
Not Pitt.
Yeah. No, it wasn't that. Now Tom Cruise ready to pounce.
Dude,
meow.
He couldn't handle her.
What is going? Yeah.
Well, I feel that way too, actually.
He hangs on to the side of jets.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, that guy, he can handle a lot. Okay, so this is what it says in the Post article. The Top Gun superstar, who's 61, briefly wooed Modern Family actress Sofia Vergara back in 2005, shortly before he fell for Katie Holmes. I didn't know that, actually.
I didn't know that either.
So they do have history already, one source said, a brief dalliance, and then a fully fledged romance. Fully fledged?
What?
Wow, that is some interesting language.
Yeah.
Little poetic license there. Then they had a special time together, partying in Hollywood, having a blast. Sophia wasn't really ready. She wasn't giving out the signals back then. So nothing long-term emerged.
Why is Tom Cruise's dating life becoming headline news?
I don't know.
I love it, though.
Yeah,
I'm all right with it. But
you know what? It's because of air quotes like ready to pounce.
And remember when they were like, Shakira's single and Tom Cruise wants in? That was like the last headline we read.
He's very interested in it was something like he'd been watching tape on her. Like he's very interested in what he's seen. It was such a bizarre statement.
Shakira, if she is dating Jimmy Butler now, which that's the rumor that's going around, Jimmy Butler's building a new house in San Diego.
Well, all roads come back to San Diego because Top Gun was filmed here. So I mean, like,
look at that,
Tom Cruise, buddy.
Wow,
yeah.
It's nice to have the gang back together, boys.
It is,
and we're here. It's football season. Woo! Congratulations to everyone. Call now for Offspring tickets. I know this song too, Travis.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a real good one. It's one of my favorites here, actually.
Who do we thank today?
Yeah, who do we thank?
Yeah.
I just did. You guys.
Oh,
and the texters. And Long Ball. And Good Feet Store. And the Remy. And Keg and Bottle tomorrow, Bar Card Friday.
Oh, yeah. Bar Card Friday. And I got to tell you, on the get together, it's kind of a family reunion here. It's going to continue tomorrow on a Bar Card Friday. I guarantee you that much. Love you guys. Colin Coward and the Herd coming up next.